and welcome to the Festival Series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Scott from UK but lives in Gibraltar at the moment, and you are streaming a lot.
Yeah, I stream all the time.
What is your nickname?
Pokeballs. Yeah, so BRAHS. Yeah.
And where do you stream?
I stream on Twitch. Stream like 4 days a week, 35 hours a week. I've done over 8,000 hours on Twitch. Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
13,000. Yeah.
I hope after today you're gonna have more followers.
Amazing. Yeah.
So welcome to Bratislava, the festival series. How did you find out about us?
So I actually played the one in Malta, and I really enjoyed the stop there. I nearly won the tournament leaderboard as well. I was leading it going into the last day. The guy from the main event overtook me. So I'm trying again this time. I love the mixed games, so big attraction for the festival for me.
And yesterday you were playing Pineapple. We're actually sitting next to
We
each
were playing Pineapple. We were playing the stand-up game in Pineapple.
We did.
Has that ever been seen in a tournament format before?
No, but it was fun.
It was. But I got a bit lucky actually. They moved me away from the table, and apparently we agreed that was just like good luck for you. So
It started so good, so basically everyone stand up.
yeah.
So if you win the hand, you're allowed to sit down. So the last standing has to pay €5 to everyone.
Yeah. So I got a bit lucky because there were only 3 people left standing. Me and another guy that was standing, we got moved to another table, and we just agreed, okay, they just got lucky, so yeah.
That was cheating.
Yeah, I mean, your rules, not mine, apparently.
Yeah, so what are your expectations here for the festival series for this week?
So I'm going to be playing a lot of the mixed games. I'm playing the horses, day 1C tomorrow, the 550. I'll be playing the horse tournament, the 8-game tournament, basically all the mixed games. And I hope for a trophy, because the trophies are lovely. I think they're so nice, the caricatures with the frames. So I would really like one of those.
I would love to see Trophy actually traveling to Gibraltar. You would be so lucky, and its weather is so nice. Here is so cold.
Yeah. I can't believe actually it was snowing when I arrived. Yeah.
Unusual for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish you best of luck this week. I'll see you again every day. I hope to see you holding the trophy. All right? Yes, fingers crossed. See you around.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome back to the festival series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Martin. First of all, Martin is the winner of the yesterday's Pineapple game. Congratulations, Martin.
Thanks so much.
And we have this lovely present. Look at that.
Nice. Yeah. I think it's super nice. I look a little bit older, but yeah, I think it's good. It's my first drawing also for me. Yeah.
It's lovely. We have a special person who draws the pictures for the winners. So from now on, it's yours. And you also qualified. You have a package with. Why you look at me like?
No.
And also you qualified to the festival series. You have a package. One of them includes also hospitality. Congratulations with that. Where did you qualify?
Through Puff.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a lovely place to play, really. We have so many PAF players here. And so far, it's day 2. How do you feel being here, the atmosphere in Bratislava?
It's awesome. I mean, it's my 3rd time here.
We
I
are
love it
once
so
again
much. It's a
outside
great
of the
city.
casino
It's a
areas. As you
great
know,
venue.
the
Thank
festival
you,
not
casino,
only
so
about
I
poker.
think
Right
it's
now,
fantastic.
behind me,
And,
the
I mean, the schedule
hospitality
is gonna
winners
be
are playing the
fantastic
pool
also. I mean, I looked
tournament.
at a lot
But
of tournaments.
recapping
and,
day 2
yeah, I'm
yesterday,
looking forward to
had a
everything.
big field for the Sweet
Also
and Special
hospitality.
tournament, the famous
we have
one.
a big schedule
78
of
runners
hospitality.
in that one.
That's actually what I wanted to ask you about the schedule. What do you think? Because we have a lot of mixed games. One of them you played yesterday, which was Pineapple.
We
So
also,
is it something
of
what
course,
players love,
hospitality
what
took
they
our
need?
players to a lovely
I think they do. I
dinner
mean, I
at
think
the
that
nearby
people,
Italian
they get a little bit
restaurant
bored
where
of
they
like
enjoy
No
some
Limit Hold'em
nice
and
food.
just regular
Once we
four
get
cards,
back
so
from the pool
I think
tournament,
they need a
it's
mix
time
game,
to kick off
especially
day
with the
3.
horses
It's
events.
the
I
day
think
1A of the
fantastic
main
to have
event,
a
the
main
Texas
event for it also.
Hold'em event.
Did you notice
and
that
also
the
a lot of
festival
other
series this
tournaments
year
to be
had
played.
four
You can
Cs?
also take part of our cash game
Sweden
challenge
also,
later
it's
tonight and win
great,
a package
it's
for our
great.
next
Yeah.
stop.
What
So
we
make
do
sure
need
follow us on
and
all our
something
socials,
what
our
the
live
festival
blog,
series has
and
for you guys.
later tonight
I
then
won't
live
keep you. I
on
know
Twitch
you're
and
playing the
YouTube.
deep stack.
So the
You're
festival
doing
series,
really good.
Yeah, I
it's
just
time
won
to
a
go.
pot. When you
Another
wanted
day.
to take me out of the big band, I won a really big pot. Yeah, I hit trip jacks. It was nice. Yeah.
So I wish you best of luck this week. Really, a lot of events to come, a lot of hospitality events to come. So you will really enjoy. I see you already enjoying, smiling.
Yeah, I am. It's gonna be fantastic. Oh, hospitality, so nice.
Best of luck to you. And thank you for joining me. And welcome
Thank
to
you,
the
thank you,
festival
thank
series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Scott from UK but lives in Gibraltar at the moment, and you are streaming a lot.
Yeah, I stream
And
full time.
what is your nickname?
Pokebras. Yeah. So BRAHS. Yeah.
And where do you stream?
I
Hi
stream on
everyone,
Twitch.
welcome to the festival
Stream
series in
like
Bratislava.
4 days a week,
My name
30,
is
35
Anastasia
hours a
and I'm
week.
joined by lovely
I've done over
Antonia.
8,000 hours on
Before
Twitch.
you used to work the head
Yeah.
of the
How many followers
PLO4
do you have?
and now you're working
13,000.
as a head
Yeah.
of the
I
party
hope after
pooper.
today you're going to have more
So you
followers.
came here to
Yeah, yeah.
visit
Welcome to Bratislava, the festival
So
series.
how did you end
How
up
did you
being
find
here in
out about
Bratislava?
us?
Well, I
actually played
heard
the
that
one in
this
Malta,
was one
and I
of
really
the
enjoyed
funniest
the stop there. I nearly won the tournament
and
leaderboard
most
as well. I was
popular
leading it going into the last day.
events in Europe,
Guy from the
and
main
I
event
really,
overtook
really
me.
wanted to try.
So I'm trying again this
I
time. I
met
love the mixed
Frankie. We
games.
worked together
So
at the
big
Milan
attraction for the
Malta
festival for
the
me.
first time.
And yesterday you were playing
took care of
Pineapple. We're
the
actually
team
sitting
production.
next to
We
each
were playing Pineapple. We were playing the stand-up game in Pineapple.
We did. It was
Has that ever been seen in a tournament format before?
no, but it was fun.
It was. But I got a bit lucky actually. They moved me away from the table, and apparently we agreed that was just like good luck for you. So
The start is so good. So basically, everyone stand up.
Yeah.
So if you win the hand, you're allowed to sit down. So the last standing has to pay €5 to everyone.
Yeah.
Also
So
will be
I got a
working
bit
with
lucky
Frankie
because
with
there were
the
only 3
festival
people left
series.
standing.
And
Me
I
and
know
another guy
you're
that was
here
standing,
in
we got moved to
Bratislava
another
only for a
table,
couple
and
days,
we
which
just
is
agreed,
really
okay,
sad.
they just got lucky.
But
So
thank you
yeah.
so much for
That was
coming.
cheating.
And
Yeah.
today
I mean,
you really got
they were-
lucky
your rules, not
because
mine,
we had
apparently.
Our hospitality
So
event today.
what
We
are your
brought our
expectations
lovely
here for the
guests
festival
to
series
the
for this
dinner.
week?
So I'm
you
going
are
to be playing a
lucky
lot of the
to be
mixed
here with
games.
us.
I'm playing
Thank
the
you for
horses,
coming.
day 1 seat
And
tomorrow, the 550.
Thank
I'll be
you.
playing
And
the
can you
horse
tell
tournament,
us
the 8-game
how do you
tournament, basically all
feel
the mixed games.
being part of
And I hope for a
hospitality?
trophy because the trophies
Well,
are lovely.
first of
I think
all,
they're so
I
nice, the
must
caricatures,
say that
the
I
frames.
love Frankie's
So I would
team.
really like one of those.
They
I would
are
love to see
really,
Trophy actually
really
traveling
lovely,
to
and they made me feel
Gibraltar.
very welcomed.
You would be so lucky, and it's
The
weather so
event
nice
is
here. It's so cold.
amazing.
Yeah.
The
I can't
activities
believe
are
actually it was snowing when I
absolutely
arrived.
amazing,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of
unusual
lovely
for you, isn't it?
people and the
Yeah,
vibe
yeah.
that I've never met
I wish you best of luck
anywhere.
this week. I'll see you
And
again
I
every day.
pretty sure
I
that
hope
I
to
will
see you
return
holding the
very
trophy.
soon.
All right?
And,
Yes, fingers crossed.
Hopefully, that will
See you around.
will happen
thank you.
quite sooner.
So I really hope to see you on our next stop. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being part of us. It means a lot to us. And I'm really happy that you enjoyed being here and having this amazing atmosphere. And I hope to see you very, very soon with us with the festival series. Cheers. Welcome back to the festival series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Martin. First of all, Martin is the winner of the yesterday's Pineapple game. Congratulations, Martin.
Thank you so much.
And we have this lovely present. Look at that.
It's very nice. It's very nice. Yeah. I think it's super nice. I look a little bit
So,
older,
now then,
but yeah,
We're about
I think
20
it's good. I
minutes
think it's
left
good.
of
It's
this
my first
cash
drawing
game
also
challenge. Now
for me.
let's say that
It's
right
lovely. We
now
have a special person who
Sim
draws
Stars,
the pictures
seat
for the
number
winners.
1,
So
Daniel,
from now
seat
on,
number
it's
3,
yours. And
maybe
you
Constantinos
also
and Eric
qualified.
is also in the
You
mix
have a package
coming to the leaderboard. We
with.
don't have the exact
Why you look at me like?
count of big lines, but I think it's
Eric's
1 and
definitely
3.
really picked
And
up the last
also
half hour.
you
Yeah.
qualified
I think
to the
since the
festival
alcohol
series.
was
You have a
distributed, I
package.
don't
One of
think
them
any of it
includes
touched his
also
lips.
hospitality.
It's kind of it's the woken the tiger.
Congratulations with
Just
that.
the
How
smell,
did you
the pure
qualify?
smell of the tequila has
it's a
awoken
puff.
the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lovely place to play.
we'll
Really,
see.
we have so many
And then
PAF
we have
players
the
here.
overheart. Does that start
And
at 10
so
PM?
far, it's
10:30, I
day
think.
2.
Yeah,
How do you
10:30
feel
time.
being
Yeah.
here,
No, I
the
think it's
atmosphere in
11
Bratislava?
On the stream.
It's
because
okay.
I mean,
10:30,
it's my third
and then
time
with a
here.
30 minutes delay,
I love
so
it so much.
expecting
It's a great
to be
city.
live
It's a
around
great
11
venue,
with that
Bangkok
one, I
Casino.
think.
So
Oh, so it's only
I
like
think
a
it's
half-hour
fantastic.
break.
No,
in
I mean, the
between.
schedule is going to be
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
also. I mean, I've looked at
be
a lot of
gives us
tournaments,
time
and
to get some
I'm looking
grub.
forward to everything.
Yeah.
Also,
Tequila shot for
hospitality.
you,
We have a big schedule of
Maybe
hospitality.
later in the week.
Yeah.
It's actually what
I
I
hope
wanted to
Thursday.
ask you about
Yeah.
the schedule. What do you
Exactly.
think? Because
I
we
have to
have
be
a
done.
lot of
Sure.
mixed
And I
games. One
need,
of them you played
you know,
yesterday, which was
people to
Pineapple.
join.
So is it something what players
I'll be sure if
love?
I'm in the
What they
competition
need?
Have an all-in
Thursday,
and
I'll
I think
be
they
sure.
do. I mean, I think that
First
people,
stack of
I mean, they get a little bit bored of like no limit
Jack
hold'em
10
and
against
then
ace five,
just
it's
regular
10 on flop,
four
and an
cards.
ace
So
on the
I think they
turn.
need a mixed games,
Nice one.
especially
It's
with
a
the
cruel
horse.
game.
Something
You give him the hope.
fantastic
Steal
that
it
they have
away
a
from him.
main event for it
Yeah.
also.
Did you notice that the festival series this year had horse
all
seats?
his chips tonight.
Yeah,
and
with
Marco.
Sweden also.
But I
It's
assume he's
great.
gonna
It's
reload,
great.
right?
Yeah, we'll
What
see.
we do need, and something what the
Reaches-
festival
reaches
series
for the
has
bag.
for you
Reaches for the
guys.
bag.
I won't
The
keep you. I know
man
you're
bag.
playing
the
the
man
deep
bag
stack.
with the man money.
You're doing really good.
Yeah, I just won a pot. When you wanted to take me out of the big band, I won a really big pot. Yeah, I hit trip jacks. It was nice. Yeah.
So I wish you best of luck this week. Really a lot of events to come, a lot of hospitality events to come. So you will really enjoy. I see you already enjoying smiling.
I am. It's gonna be fantastic. Oh, hospitality is so nice.
Best of luck to you. And thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
With the is it 5-5 game going on?
It's 5-5 on Thursday. I know they've got a Hold'em and an Omaha. I'm hoping that my game's the Omaha. I would much prefer
Maybe you can
Omaha.
play them both, perhaps.
It's possible.
Now then, another hand.
Hi everyone, welcome to the festival series in Bratislava. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by lovely Antonio. Before you used to work the head of the Poker Stars and now you're working as a head of the Party Poker. So you came here to visit Bratislava, the festival series. So how did you end up being here in Bratislava?
Well, I heard that this was one of the funniest and most popular events in Europe, and I really wanted to try it. I met Frankie. We worked together at the Millions Malta for the first time. He took care of the TV production, and I loved this. I loved his personality. I loved his work at the Millions Malta, and he was so kind to invite me at this event, and we hope to be working together in the future, and maybe today will be the first step towards a brighter future.
I hope too that you also will be working with Frankie with the festival series, and I know you're here in Bratislava only for a couple days, which is really sad, but thank you so much for coming. And today you really got lucky because we have our hospitality event today. We brought our lovely players to the dinner, and you are lucky to be here with us. Thank you for coming, and thank you. And can you tell us, how do you feel being part of hospitality?
Well, first of all, I must say that I love Frankie's team. They are really lovely, and they made me feel very welcomed. And the event is amazing. The activities are absolutely amazing, and there is a lot of lovely people and a vibe that I've never met anywhere. And I'm pretty sure that I will return very soon, and hopefully that will happen quite sooner.
So I really hope to see you on our next stop, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being part of us. It means a lot to us, and I'm really happy that you enjoyed being here and having this amazing atmosphere. And I hope to see you very soon with us with the festival series. Cheers.
Have anything to go within seat number 3? Yeah, this was the phone. We heard this actually.
Yeah,
in the
we did.
Yeah, this was while they were trying to fix the sound issues. The guy that tried to fix it and did fix it, evidently, his phone is currently ringing. So for those of you wondering, what is that phone in the background? Why is that? Why is nobody answering that? That is our sound man that came to save the day.
Everyone accusing each other.
Yeah.
No colors for Joachim then?
Who's the traitor on the table with that phone, mysterious phone ringing?
Yeah.
That is now solved.
We are once again outside of the casino areas. As you know, the festival not only about poker. Right now, behind me, the hospitality winners are playing the pool tournament. But recapping day 2 yesterday, had a big field for the Sweden special tournament, the famous one, 78 runners in that one. The day 1B of the Bratislava Deep Stack and the main event for the mixed game lovers, the horses, was also played. We also, of course, hospitality took our players to a lovely dinner at the nearby Italian restaurant where they enjoy some nice food. Once we get back from the pool tournament, it's time to kick off day 3. It's the day 1A of the main event, the Texas Hold'em event, and also a lot of other tournaments to be played. You can also take part of our cash game challenge later tonight and win a package for our next stop. So make sure follow us on all our socials, our live vlog, and later tonight then live on Twitch and YouTube. So the festival series, it's time to go. Another day.
Hello and welcome to the Festival Series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Scott from UK but lives in Gibraltar at the moment, and you are streaming a lot.
Yeah, I stream
And
all the time.
what is your nickname?
Pokebras. Yeah, so BRAHS. Yeah.
And where do you stream?
I stream on Twitch. Stream like 4 days a week, 35 hours a week. I've done over 8,000 hours on Twitch. Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
13,000.
I hope after today you're gonna have more followers.
Amazing. Yeah.
So welcome to Bratislava, the Festival Series. How did you find out about us?
So I actually played the one in Malta, and I really enjoyed the stop there. I nearly won the tournament leaderboard as well. I was leading it going into the last day. The guy from the main event overtook me. So I'm trying again this time. I love the mixed games, so big attraction for the festival for me.
And yesterday you were playing Pineapple. We're actually sitting next to
We
each
were playing Pineapple. We were playing the stand-up game in Pineapple. Which
We did.
Has that ever been seen in a tournament format before?
No, but it was fun.
It was. But I got a bit lucky actually. They moved me away from the table, and apparently we agreed that was just like good luck for you. So
The start is so good, so basically everyone stand up.
yeah.
So if you win the hand, you're allowed to sit down. So the last standing has to pay €5 to everyone.
Yeah. So I got a bit lucky because there were only 3 people left standing. Me and another guy that was standing, we got moved to another table, and we just agreed, okay, they just got lucky, so yeah.
That was cheating.
Yeah, I mean, your rules, not mine, apparently.
So what are your expectations here for the festival series for this week?
So I'm going to be playing a lot of the mixed games. I'm playing the horses, day 1C tomorrow, the 550. I'll be playing the horse tournament, the 8-game tournament, basically all the mixed games. And I hope for a trophy, because the trophies are lovely. I think they're so nice, the caricatures with the frames. So I would really like one of those.
I would love to see Trophy actually traveling to Gibraltar. You would be so lucky, and its weather is so nice here. It's so cold.
Yeah. I can't believe actually it was snowing when I arrived. Yeah.
So unusual for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish you best of luck this week. I'll see you again every day.
Yeah.
I hope to see you holding the trophy.
Yeah.
All right? Yes, fingers crossed. See you around.
Yep. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Festival Series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Martin. First of all, Martin is the winner of the yesterday's Pineapple game. Congratulations, Martin. And we have this
We are
lovely
once again
present. Look
outside
at
of the
that.
casino areas. As you know, the festival
I
not
think it's
only
super
about
nice.
poker. Right
I
now,
look a little
behind
bit
me, the
older,
hospitality winners are playing the pool tournament.
I think it's good.
But
It's my first
recapping
drawing
day
also
2
for me.
yesterday,
Yeah.
had a
So
big
lovely,
field
we
for
have
the
a special
Sweden
person who
special
draws
tournament,
the pictures
famous
for the
one.
winners. So
78
from now on,
runners
it's
in that
yours.
one. The day
And
1B
you
of the
also
Bratislava Deep Stack
qualified.
and the main
You
event
have a
for the
package,
mixed game lovers, the
with-
horses.
Why you
was
look at me
also
like-
played. We also, of course, hospitality took our
And
players
also
to a lovely
you qualified
dinner
to
at
the festival
nearby
series. You have a
Italian
package. One of
restaurant
them
where they
includes
enjoy
also
some
hospitality.
nice food.
Congratulations with that. Where did you
It's
qualify?
time to kick off day 3.
through
It's the
PUF.
day 1A of the main event, the Texas
lovely place to
Hold'em
play,
event,
really. We have
and
so
also a lot
many
of other
PUF
tournaments to be
players
played.
here.
You can also
And
take part of
so
our
far,
cash game
it's
challenge
day
later
2.
tonight
How
and
do
win
you
a package
feel
for our
being
next
here,
stop.
the
So
atmosphere
make sure
in
follow us on
Bratislava?
all our socials, our live
I mean,
blog,
it's my third
and
time here.
later
I
tonight
love it
then
so
live
much.
on
It's a
Twitch
great
and
city.
YouTube.
It's a great
the festival
venue.
series,
Thank you, casino.
it's
So
time to go.
I think
Another
it's
day.
fantastic. And I mean, the schedule is going to be fantastic also. I mean, I've looked at a lot of tournaments, and I'm looking forward to everything.
Also hospitality. We have a big schedule of hospitality. It's actually what I wanted to ask you about the schedule. What do you think? Because we have a lot of mixed games. One of them you played yesterday, which was Pineapple. So is it something what players love? Welcome to the Festival Series in Bratislava.
I think they do. I mean, I think the people,
My name is
I mean,
Anastasia,
they get a little
and
bit
I'm
bored
joined
of
by
like
Scott
No Limit Hold'em and
from UK,
just regular
but
four
lives in
cards. So
Gibraltar at the
I think they need the
moment,
mixed
and you
games,
are
especially with the
streaming
horses events. I
a
think
lot.
it's fantastic that you
And
have a main event.
What
for
are
it
your,
also.
what is your nickname? Notice that the
Pug
Festival
Bros.
Series this year had horses.
Yeah, so BRAHS.
Sweden also. It's,
where do you
it's
stream?
great. It's great.
I stream on Twitch.
What we do need
stream
and
like
something
4
what
days a week,
the Festival
30,
Series
35 hours a
has
week.
for you guys.
I've done over
I won't keep you. I know
8,000
you're
hours on
playing the
Twitch.
deep stack. You're doing really good.
Yeah, just won a pot. When you wanted to take me
13,000.
out of the big band, I won a really big
after
pot.
today you're gonna have
yeah,
more
I hit
followers.
trip jacks.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
nice.
Welcome to
I wish you
Bratislava.
best of luck this week.
Really, a lot
How
of
did you
events
find
to
out
come,
about
a lot
us?
of hospitality
I actually played
events
the one
to
in
come.
Malta, and
So
I really
you will
enjoyed
really
the
enjoy.
stop
I
there.
see you
I
already
nearly
enjoying
won the
smiling.
tournament leaderboard
I
as
am.
well. I
It's
was
gonna be
leading it going
fantastic.
into the last day.
Hospitality is so
From the main
nice.
event overtook me.
Best of luck to you.
So I'm
And
trying
thank you
again
for
this
joining
time.
me.
I love the mixed games.
Thank you.
So big attraction for the festival for me.
And yesterday you were playing Pineapple. We're actually sitting next to
We
each
were playing Pineapple. We were playing the stand-up game in Pineapple, which
We did. It
has
was-
That, has that ever been seen in a tournament format before?
No, but it was fun.
It was. But
So-
I got a bit lucky actually. They moved me away from the table, and apparently we agreed that was just like good luck for you. So
Hi everyone. So good. So basically everyone stand up. So if you win the hand, you're allowed to sit down. So the last standing has to pay €5 to everyone.
yeah. So I got a bit lucky because there were only 3 people left standing. Me and another guy that was standing. We got moved to another table, and we just agreed. Okay, they just got lucky. So
how did you
yeah.
end up being here? in
I
Bratislava?
mean,
I
your
heard
rules,
that
not
this
mine,
was
apparently.
One of the funniest.
So
and,
what are your expectations here
most
for the
popular
Festival Series for this week?
events in
So
Europe,
I'm going to be
and
playing a lot of the
really,
mixed
really
games.
want
I'm
to
playing the
try it.
horses, day 1
I
seat
met
tomorrow, the
Frankie. We
550.
worked together at
I'll be playing the horse
Malta for the
tournament,
first
the 8-game
time.
tournament,
He,
basically all the
took
mixed
care
games.
of our team
And I hope for a
production.
trophy because the trophies
And
are lovely. I think they're so
love
nice, the
this.
caricatures
love
with the
this
frames.
personality.
So I would really like one of those.
his
And
I would
work
love to see
in
Trophy
the
actually
small
traveling
town. And he was so
to
kind to
Gibraltar.
invite me,
You would be so lucky, and its weather is so nice here. It's so cold.
yeah. I can't believe actually it was snowing when I arrived.
Unusual for you.
Towards
Yeah.
a brighter future.
I wish you best of luck this week. I'll see you again every day. I hope to see you holding the trophy.
Festival Series.
All right.
And
Yes,
I know
fingers
you're
crossed.
here in Bratislava only
See you
for a
around.
couple days,
Thank you.
Which is really sad. But thank you so much for coming. And today you really got lucky because we have our hospitality event today. We brought our lovely players to the dinner. And you are lucky to be here with us. Thank you for coming. And thank you. And can you tell us how do you feel being part of
Welcome back to the
hospitality?
Festival Series
Well,
in
first of
Bratislava
all, I
2023.
must say that I
My name is
love
Anastasia and I'm
Frankie's
joined
team.
by Martin.
They are
First of all,
really,
Martin
really
is the
lovely,
winner
and they made me feel
of the
very
yesterday's
welcome.
Pineapple game.
And
Congratulations,
the event
Martin.
is amazing.
And we
the
have this
activities
lovely
are
present. Look at
absolutely
that.
amazing, and there is a lot of
Nice.
lovely
Yeah, I think
people
it's super
and the
nice.
vibe that
I
I've
look a little
never
bit
met
older,
anywhere.
but yeah,
And
I think it's good. I think it's good.
pretty
It's my first
sure
drawing
that I
also
will
for me.
return very
So
soon.
lovely. We have a special person who draws the pictures for the winners. So from now on, it's yours.
So I really
you
hope to
also
see you on our
qualified.
next stop.
You have
And
a package.
thank you so much for coming. Thank you so
Why you
much
look
for
at me
being
like-
part of us. It means a lot to us, and I'm
And
really
also
happy that
you
enjoyed
qualified
being
to the festival
here
series. You
and
have a
having
package.
this
One of them
amazing
includes also
atmosphere.
hospitality.
And I hope to see you
Congratulations
very, very soon
with
us
that.
with
Where
the
did you
Festival
qualify?
Series.
Through Puff. Yeah.
It's a lovely place to play. Really, we have so many PAF players here, and so far it's day 2. How do you feel being here? The atmosphere in Bratislava.
It's awesome. I mean, it's my 3rd time here. I love it so much. It's a great city. It's a great venue at Bangkok Casino. So I think it's fantastic. And I mean, the schedule is going to be fantastic also. I mean, I've looked at a lot of tournaments, and yeah, I'm looking forward to everything.
Right now we have
Also hospitality. We have a big schedule of hospitality. It's actually what I wanted to ask you about the schedule. What do you think? Because we have a lot of mixed games. One of them you played yesterday, which was Pineapple. So is it something what players
Eric's
love?
definitely really
What they
picked up the
need?
last half hour.
I think they do.
I think
I mean,
since
I think
the
that
alcohol
people,
was
I mean,
distributed,
they
I
get a
don't
little bit
think any
bored
of
of
it
like
touches
No
lips.
Limit Hold'em
That's
and
kind of
just
the
regular
woke
four
smell.
cards. So
Just the
I think they
smell,
need
the
mixed
pure
games,
smell of the
especially with
tequila was
horses
awoken
events. I
the
think
tiger.
it's
Yeah.
fantastic that you have a main event for it also.
So we'll see.
Notice that the
And
festival
then
series this
we have
year
Johan.
had
Does that start
horses.
at 10 p.m.?
It's Sweden
10:30, I
also.
think.
Yeah,
It's
10:30
great.
for the stream.
time.
Yes.
No, I think
what
it's
we do
11
need and
on the
something
stream,
what
because
the
it's
festival
10:30,
series has
and then
for
with a
you
30-minute
guys.
delay, so
I won't keep you. I know
expecting
you're
to be
playing the
live
deep stack.
around 11
You're doing
with that
really
one.
good.
Yeah, I just won
Also,
a
it's
pot.
only
When
like
you
a
wanted to
half-hour
take me out of the
break in
big
between.
band,
Yeah.
I won a really big pot. Yeah, I hit trips
Gives us
with trip
time
jacks.
to
It was
get
nice.
some grub.
So
Yeah.
I wish you best of luck this week.
luck
Really,
for
a
you,
lot
maybe.
of events to come, a lot of hospitality
Maybe later in the
events to
week.
come.
Yeah, okay.
So we
I've
will
just-
really enjoy.
Yeah.
I see you already enjoying
Exactly.
smiling.
I am.
It
It's
on
gonna be
first.
fantastic.
And I need
Hospitality is so nice.
people to join.
Best
me.
of luck to you, and thank you for joining
I'll be
me.
sure if I'm in
Thank
the
you, thank
commentary
you.
We have an
booth on
all-in and
Thursday,
a
I'll be
call.
sure. Oh,
So
first
short stack of
all-in.
Marco for 48 euros. Jack 10 against
It's
ace
the
5
10.
and there's a 10 on the flop, but an ace on the
Oh,
turn.
Nice one
It's
for
a cruel
Daniel.
game. You give him the hope, steal it away from him.
Yeah,
And that
So
is
that's
our,
the
our
first-
first.
person losing all his chips tonight then, Marco.
But I assume he's going to reload, right?
Yeah, we'll see. It's not too
Reaches
many
reaches for the
minutes.
bag.
Actually,
Reaches for the bag.
Yeah, the man bag.
Yep, the man bag with the man money.
And asking for where's Frankie?
Yeah,
And
sadly Frankie is doing the flip flop. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard there was a lot of flips going on upstairs, and I think right now maybe Frankie is actually in the cash game area, but he will be on this stream at least Thursday.
Yeah.
With the is it 5-5 game going on?
It's 5-5 on Thursday.
Yeah.
I know they've got a Hold'em and an Omaha. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that my game's the Omaha. I would much prefer
Maybe you can
Omaha.
play them both, perhaps.
It's possible.
Now then, another hand. Let's see. Couple of mystery hands.
Put them on the stickers. Yes. See, she's just. It will be good. She's put it on the sticker.
Yeah.
I think the thing with the Omaha is you got to kind of split the cards a little bit for it to pick them up, because otherwise it's like too chunky. So we've got a couple of flush draws here for Robert and Zintars. Georgie is going to be bowing out with middle pair and no redraw. And then we have 3 mystery hands. Oh? So Ava's gonna call.
Yeah. I will get one hand revealed at least. Joachim, ace 10, 10, 3. Diamond suit.
So Joachim and Robert both pick up a gut shot on the turn. We still don't know what Marie has. My money. Oh wait. How did Joachim get top set? Is that? Oh, he's just been revealed. Joachim has been revealed sneakily with top set. Well, that's pretty strong. And may I say, pretty sneaky of him. Because didn't he just flat the flop? I think he just flatted.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Now then. Action on Joachim.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be leading.
Coming with the bet, yep. Makes it 50, right? 60.
Port,
Yep.
port. So does Ava have anything to go within seat number 3? Yeah, this was the phone. We heard this actually.
Yeah,
in the
we did.
Yeah, this was while they were trying to fix the sound issues. The guy that tried to fix it and did fix it evidently. His phone is currently ringing. So for those of you wondering, what is that phone in the background? Why is that? Why is nobody answering that? That is our sound man that came to save the day.
Everyone accusing each other.
Yeah.
No callers for Joachim then?
Who's the traitor on the table with that phone, mysterious phone ringing?
Yeah.
But no, that is now solved.
We are once again outside of the casino areas. As you know, the festival not only about poker. Right now, behind me, the hospitality winners are playing the pool tournament. But recapping day 2 yesterday, had a big field for the Sweden special tournament, the famous one, 78 runners in that one. The day 1B of the Bratislava Deep Stack and the main event for the mixed game lovers, the horses, was also played. We also, of course, hospitality took our players to a lovely dinner at the nearby Italian restaurant where they enjoy some nice food. Once we get back from the pool tournament, it's time to kick off day 3. It's the day 1A of the main event, the Texas Hold'em event, and also a lot of other tournaments to be played. You can also take part of our cash game challenge later tonight and win a package for our next stop. So make sure follow us on all our socials, our live blog, and later tonight then live on Twitch and YouTube. So the festival series, it's time to go. Another day.
Hello and welcome to the Festival Series in Bratislava 2023. My name is Anastasia and I'm joined by Scott from UK but lives in Gibraltar at the moment, and you are streaming a lot.
Yeah, I stream full time.
What is your nickname?
Poker Bras. Yeah, so BRAHS.
Nice.
Yeah.
And where do you stream?
I stream on Twitch. Streamer like 4 days a week, 35 hours a week.
Nice.
I've done over 8,000 hours on Twitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
13,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope after today you're going to have more followers.
Amazing. Yeah.
So welcome to Bratislava, the Festival Series. How did you find out about us?
So I actually played the one in Malta, and I really enjoyed the stop there. I nearly won the tournament leaderboard as well. I was leading it going into the last day. Guy from the main event overtook me. So I'm trying again this time. I love the mixed games, so big attraction for the festival for me.
And yesterday you were playing Pineapple. We're actually sitting next to
We
each
were playing Pineapple. We were playing the stand-up game in Pineapple, which
We did.
Has that ever been seen in a tournament format before?
No, but it was fun.
It was. But I
So-
got a bit lucky actually. They moved me away from the table, and apparently we agreed that was just like good luck for you. So
We started so good, so basically everyone stand up.
yeah.
So if you win the hand, you're allowed to sit down. So the last standing has to pay €5 to everyone.
Yeah. So I got a bit lucky because there were only 3 people left standing. Me and another guy that was standing, we got moved to another table, and we just agreed, okay, they just got lucky. So yeah.
That was cheating.
Yeah, I mean, your rules, not mine, apparently.
Yeah. So what are your expectations here for the Festival Series for this week?
So I'm going to be playing a lot of the mixed games. I'm playing the horses, day 1C tomorrow, the 550. I'll be playing the horse tournament, the 8-game tournament, basically all the mixed games. And I hope for a trophy, because the trophies are lovely. I think they're so nice, the caricatures with the frames. So I would really like one of those.
I would love to see Trophy actually traveling to Gibraltar.
Yeah. Why not?
You would be so lucky, and its weather is so nice. Here is so cold.
Yeah. I can't believe actually it was snowing when I arrived. Yeah.
So unusual for you,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish you best of luck this week.
Thank
I'll
you so
see you
much.
again every day.
Yeah.
I hope to see you holding the trophy.
Yeah.
All right? Yes, fingers crossed. See you around.
Yeah. Thank you.
Look at these guys just waking up. George Sanford, Andreas Wise Guy Hogdon in the booth. Here we are. Yes, there are our names as well. Welcome back to the Cash Game Challenge, part 2 of today.
Yes, thanks for having us. We're going to be continuing. The action was 2-2 Texas Hold'em. We're going to be back with some 2-2 PLO now. Looking forward to getting things started. 214 big blinds, the current leaderboard. So we're going to see if someone can surmount a challenge to that.
Exactly. So it's time to hit another table. Look at this for a lineup. Ylva up to the right, just joining these guys.
Yeah.
Finally, some ladies at the table. Yeah, well, we had Chick yesterday. She was actually the biggest winner of our PLO session last night. Not enough, though, to take the lead in this challenge, because now we have confirmed that it's the number of blinds won during a specific session, not added up during the week.
Absolutely right. So apologies for that. Just to correct, it is one session only.
Yes,
where
absolutely.
the maximum big blinds won is going to count. Ilva is doing some streaming under the name Yevakim on Twitch,
Yeah.
and she's a strong PLO player, so always a pleasure to be commentating on her game. Got a couple of other pros. I recognize there's a Lithuanian guy in seat 2, can't quite remember his name. Dan is coming back in seat 1.
Yeah.
Got a rather smartly dressed player there in seat 5. And we have, was it a Lithuanian player as well in seat 8 that was coming back from yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely. Last seat is Zendars. He's the one who's leading the leaderboard. He was the guy who won 214 blinds in the Texas session yesterday. But he also played the Omaha session last night. So, yep, he's back and looking to book another big score, perhaps. As we can see, Ylva taking her patch out, her famous little stream pad. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure. They're called something special, those. They're some animal. I don't remember the name. What do you call it?
The polar bear.
Is it? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it must be a polar bear, I guess.
All right. Let's see
So
then.
Cards in the air. We're on the way.
We're on the way.
2-2 PLO. Should be a little bit more action. More multi-way pots, almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
More cards, more action. That's usually the way to go.
Yeah, and now we can see now the chip count that they are starting with. We can see Petrus in seat number 3, 200 to go, and Chell, seat number 4, starting with 300, folding, calling, and Tashin, seat number 5, with the 200. Ylva didn't catch the number of blinds that she's playing, or the stack.
Looks like 300 she's in for.
Should be
3 stacks of 4 maybe, or 3 stacks of 5. Tough to say. We'll catch up on that a little bit.
Omar as well with 300, but the man in seat number 2, Dainius, starting with the big stack. He says he's a pro and starting with 2,100.
Yeah.
So, well, it's a big stack, but it's all about number of blinds to be won. It doesn't matter how much you sit down with, it's how much you leave with. We'll see.
So covering the table, looking to make things as advantageous as possible for himself, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a quick fold. So Omar didn't get to see what he was holding there, but he's going to take the first hand down. Not a lot of action. As you can see, Ylva getting an Instagram story, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And from the chat, we can see during the break, Jon Kite has woken up. Aren't you the ship leader of the current ongoing horses event, mister? Do you have time to join us as well? Maybe sitting by the tables upstairs and watching
to be
us.
attended to, I imagine, for Mr. Keat.
Yeah.
Go Kite.
I saw actually that he was the ship leader going into day 2 today then of the horses. It started, well, it was a couple of hours ago, so maybe he's already won it. We'll see. But thank you for joining us, and all you other guys in the chat. Are you with us? Do you hear us loud and clear? Just say hi and maybe give us some inside information if you have any friends on this table. We'll be happy to spread any dubious rumors or whatever among.
Yeah, don't be a lurker. Get in there, get involved. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know your experiences with the festival. We had a couple of you earlier saying that you were trying to get the satellites. Unfortunately, didn't work out. Maybe see you next time.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. Lots of qualifiers here, as you see the list of partners above the screen. Plenty of ways to get your package won for the next festival. Details on thefestival.com. Let's get back to the action.
Yeah, definitely. Tajin doing the sneaky call with the aces here now, hoping for someone else to take a stab and racing this one. But do we have Dainius, the big stack? Does he want to do something? No. I think it goes
going for the
check.
The limp trap pre-flop.
Oh, actually, Petrus makes it 15 there, yeah. The old right on the flop with the flop straight.
The nut straight. Got a diamond as well, so looking to charge some draws. Maybe value from the worst straight, some 2 pairs, some sets. Looks like Dan's going to come along for the ride for 15. Not quite sure what he's holding.
No, mystery hand.
And Danius
number 1
did have just middle pair, so not much to work with. King of Spades, interesting card. Board gets wetter and wetter. Queen Jack now, the nuts, and bringing in the second flush draw. So let's see how Petros plays this. He's going to go with the pop control. I quite like it, not holding any spades, just the 1 diamond. So looking to navigate to a river, and the board gets worse and worse. His Jack 8 now, not particularly strong, as Dan does fire 30, and looks like the game's up for the straight. Tough to think of a hand that Dan could be bluffing with here.
Well, we'll have to
Maybe
see now.
9-7.
Gets to show the full house, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And looks like 10-9 for Dan.
Yeah, should be right.
I think that's going to get it done.
Correct. Yeah, small pot, but still. Daniel building.
10-7 by the looks of it. Oh no, Jack 7. I think he had 3 pair on the flop. Oh, quads!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we had set and another pair lurking there.
Yeah.
And takes it down.
Yeah, so just a couple of hands in. If you just joined us, this is the Cash Game Challenge part 2 of today. Part 4 total, as we had 2 sessions yesterday as well. And it's all about making the most number of blinds during a specific 2-hour session. And these Cash Game challenges will be played during the week, all days. Not going to be live on stream every day, but we're still going to have them in the casino. So it's still possible for you, if you're here during the week, to take part and try to win that added package.
Certainly is. Plenty of added value on offer. You get the caricature if you win one of the tournaments.
For sure.
Lots of money to be played for. Early rumours circulating of a potential 1,900 runners in the main event. And yeah, looking forward to seeing whether that stacks up or not. But we did have a huge prize pool. I believe it was the biggest tournament in Slovakia at the time for the main event here last year.
Yeah. And now then, Tashin with another big pair. The kings this time.
Mark Gork in the chat, who I believe is a PLO streamer. Seen a little bit of his content, saying best of luck everyone. Hey, what's up? Sound is fine. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, Mark.
Appreciate you dropping in.
Confirming that we are. The sound is going through. As we have some action now then. Multi-ways going to the flop. Lots of 8, 9, 10s out there. Let's see if we can find something interesting.
Yeah, some pretty decent starting hands for these guys.
Yeah. My guess, though, is that we're getting like a 5-high flop here.
Yeah.
All the low cards are gone.
Ooh,
or are we playing short deck, perhaps?
Short deck, yeah.
There's no ace,
no
4,
low
6
cards left, but we do see ace 4 6. Decent flop for Daniel. But again, 4 ways here. Does have a backdoor flush draw, not exactly a premium one. And a swing and a miss for basically everyone else.
Yeah.
Just having a little scan through the holdings. Yeah, not too much to be working with. Ilvar is going to stab though with the king high. No backdoor flush draw, just the backdoor wrap, and yeah, takes it down. Dan just relinquishing the ace. So nicely timed move there from Ilvar, getting a better hand to fold. Just sent Frankie a message. Might join you guys within the next few days. Will it be a pleasure to have you on one of the PLO streams, buddy?
Oh, absolutely. I think Thursday they're going to play a 5-5 game with some invites. Frankie among others. And I think Scott, who was joining me, Poker Bros, who was in the booth yesterday, he's playing that as well. So might be a seat open or two for the
a good game to
5-5 PLO.
To get your name on the list for, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So most welcome to Bratislava. Mark and all you others watching us, and I'll make sure that Frankie will answer your message and help you if you need anything to get your travel plans confirmed to come.
5-5 in the 10-10 stream on Friday, is it, or Saturday?
Yeah, might be. Yeah, I'm not exactly.
Just have a recheck of the schedule.
Yeah, sure. I think tomorrow we're doing the deep stack, the final day of that one on the stream. So that'll be interesting with some tournament poker as well.
Yep, so Saturday night we're going to have a 10-10 PLO4.
Oh, that's a nice one.
And the 10-10 Texas minimum 1K, so that's going to sort the men from the boys, that's for sure. Yeah. Nice big stakes action. Should see some huge pots there. in the four figures. Haven't quite seen massive pots yet in the Hold'em. As you can imagine, wasn't too many multi-way actions as you would see a little bit more frequently in PLO. So
Yeah.
I guess what's going to be your guess on the biggest pot of the next couple of hours?
I think actually today we're going to see 1,000 pots.
1,000?
Yeah, I
okay,
think
I'll
so.
go 800, so
Yeah.
I'll take the under.
You take the under. Coward. No, I got to stay positive. I think that Dinius is going to build big pot. Maybe first double up
case
someone
queen
and then
on the flop with a couple of diamonds maybe.
Yeah.
Or the case queen with ace queen X. Ace queen jack would obviously be an interesting one.
Yeah. Well, at least he's calling with the queens.
There's 118 in there already.
Yeah, look at this one. Now building. Chell is in the middle, in the mix with the already now 236 in this one. We're not going to reach 1,000 in this particular pot though, but it's going to be a big one, I think. Let's see.
Oh, there it is.
Look at this for a flop then. Wow.
Wow, so a little piece for Kjell. He's got top pair with a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Danius taking a huge lead, and Tarzin here with 102 back, just half a pot size bet. Is he going to commit it here? It's really a poor board for his aces.
Yeah, just check.
Because when he does improve to top set, sometimes the king jack will get there as well. So I don't actually mind three ways, just kind of waving the white flag, trying to get to a turn here. But yeah, Danius is going to pot it. He's got no real redraw with his queens, and does have both of his opponents at under 1 SPR. So just going to be driving it in.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Kjell is to mull over his decision now. He's got about 80% pot or so behind. But yeah, not a great board. Holding the pair now is somewhat of a downside.
Yeah. Oh.
And Tarzin's going to get
Poor
it in heads
Tarzin.
up and probably would have folded if Kjell would have gone in, I guess. So
Yeah.
he's going to have 23% now, looking for the ace.
Oh,
there it is.
look at this one. Wow.
Ahoy-de hoy, he
Oi,
says.
oi, oi.
I have the top set and a brutal beat for Danius there to kick things off, but he's bought in for 2.1k, so I'm sure he not his first rodeo.
No. And well,
Mark saying that it fits the schedule perfectly. Perfect. I'm glad that that's all tied in. He's going to be here for some business anyway, so.
So I'm not sure if you heard what I said just starting this hand. I said that now Dinius is going to double someone up and then take it back and make it 1,000. So now Tajin has 440.
Okay,
if they
now
tangle
we're moving
again,
towards that four-figure pot.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be quite nice.
we'll see.
Frame.
So hopefully, though, for Tajin, I'm not right that he has
Yeah.
to lose everything back
Oh,
to
maybe he doubles up
Dinius.
and gets up to
Yeah,
the
why
four-figure
not?
stack.
Why not?
That's-
Exactly.
I quite like the dress code.
Yeah.
Coming here, taking it seriously, and finding those aces early days. Finding the two-outer as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice one, Tajin.
Very well done. Second time aces, he says, admitting that he did go for the cheeky little lip from
Yeah,
early position.
exactly. Yeah. Everyone's forgotten about that
Yeah,
anyway. So
exactly.
it was 3 hands ago.
Next hand.
Yeah. All right. Mark again then. Friday and Saturday fits my schedule perfect, and I need to come to Bratislava anyways for some other business, so it would fit perfect. Well,
Yep.
perfect. Nothing to discuss then.
Yep.
Just get Frankie to answer your message, and I'm sure we can help you in the range if you need help with hotel or anything else. So for all of you other guys watching this, maybe you want to do as Mark and come join us. All the information is on the webpage festivalseries.com. There you can find some more information about hotel deals and other stuff as well.
And reach out to us via the socials.
Definitely.
And someone will get back to you very shortly.
Yes, for sure. Zintar's folding, the leader right now then in the leaderboard since yesterday.
Dan's hand classically would be a fold, but we've seen him be kind of loose in these stream games, so he's going to open it up. But yeah, with the 3 blind in the hijack, a little bit too loose. Want to be looking more towards at least the single suited to the king, I would say, would be the first place to go.
Yeah.
Try suit to the queen, pretty weak. Does have 3 high cards though, so does fancy getting in the mix, and Danius is going to 3-bet the double pair, the 10-10-7-7.
Yeah.
And Dan, can't really do much versus the 3-bet out of position, and does have to let that one go.
Yeah.
There's a bit of action. That could be looking good for your prediction,
Yeah.
I would say.
Hopefully.
Already seen some 3-bets, seen €500 pot there in the last one.
Yeah, feels like Daniels is a man who will give some action.
Absolutely.
He's here to win the challenge.
Buying in deep, trying to win the challenge, trying to win some money as well on top.
Yeah. See now then, Omar not been active so far on this table, folding this one as well. What about the leader of the leaderboard, Zintars? He's out as well. Mr. Pilgrim, seat number 1. I'm not folding. Makes it 10. Oops, a race. Now some mystery hands right now, but here we got at least Daniel's hand.
Daniel's driving the action with the Ace-Jack 10-8.
You can see that he's here to play though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's building the pot.
A nut suit or something, but deciding that he's going to be a little bit wider than standard as well. Daniel comes along this time. He's not going to fold to a 3-bet 2 hands in a row.
No, no, no. So 3 ways then. Oh, nice flop for Daniels, must say.
Wow.
Look at this one. Yeah. But it might also be a flop that favors some of the other mystery hands for sure. It might be a 2-pair or even a set.
Yeah, should be a lot of kings and queens in these ranges.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Daniels is going to take his chances. Ilva gets out the way. I guess she had some sort of connected middling/low hand.
Yeah, and Daniel gets out as well.
Also. So pot to go, and no one mustering up enough of a hand to continue. So it's a nice bounce back there for the Lithuanian in seat 2.
Yeah, I played with him.
Yeah, a little bit. Played with him in Malta. He was playing earlier in the same game. Seems usually kind of solid. But definitely in the smaller games, a little bit more action orientated, I would say.
Look at this one for a straddle now.
Here
20. We're up to 20 straddle.
And I think he understands that it's good for his image if he gives more action in a 2-2 game on the straddles. On the off tables, he's going to be playing some 5-5, 10-10 later in the week. If anyone was tuning in and watching him splashing around, it's going to be advantageous.
Yeah, he's building the image.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Second in the roulette tournament, and also the current leader of the cash game challenge. So it's been a great start.
He's on a roll.
Absolutely.
And then he got unlucky in the roulette then, because he was leading in. I think he was leading just one spin remaining, and one of the guys who was almost dead last went all in with a 0, just 1 bet.
Oh wow!
And the 0 came, of course. So
ding ding ding!
From last to first. 0 to hero, and Zintar's then just having to settle for the 2nd place, but maybe he'll find the trophy in this one then. Just now leading the cash game challenge. Let's see now. The straddle 2. Oh, look at this for a hand now. Straddle to 20, and you find the aces double suited under the gun, making it 80 to go.
Yeah.
So let's see. Anyone else?
Yeah, he's so short that I think potting is good. If he had like 500, you could go for a cheeky little limp and try and get some squeezes behind. But just driving it in here.
Daniel all in.
Dan's just spinning it in with the single suited.
So 3-way.
Gaffy rundown. Danius is also all in.
Already a 5-5-5 pot.
Yeah, wow, okay. And look at this flop for Danius. He's flopped a piece. Actually, no, the flush. Everyone's got a flush draw.
2-pair
for Daniel.
Oof.
6-4.
Look at this one. No, he cleans them.
Good Lord.
Wow. Well, maybe that's unfortunate though for my predictions about bigger pots, but
wow, Petrus taking a pretty bad beat there. He had double flush draw on the turn.
Yeah.
All the outs in the deck needed a 3, an ace. Ace would have done it. Yeah, ace, a 3, a diamond, or a spade. Can't find it. Dan, his 2-pair goes down in flames for the gutter on the river of Danius. And yeah, hell of a way to get there with the offsuit gutter.
Yeah. All right, but they are reloading, both Daniel and Peters, by the looks of it. So still the same lineup, with Danius now then up front in the number of blinds for this specific session.
Yeah, that's already close to being the winner so far.
Yeah.
He's up like over 200 blinds, so needs to do a little bit more work to get himself to the top of that leaderboard, but a strong start for the Lithuanian.
Absolutely. Expecting him to come with another straddle now then.
Yeah, we've had a lot of action so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Straddle to 10, and Petrus is back. Another 200. I think Daniel also brought 150 or 200 more to the table. So it will be Petrus first to act again. Ace King this time, not the best of hands, and in an early position, lets it go. Sheldon, not been active since the first few hands. Finding a double-suited Queen-Jack, calling the 10, the straddle from Danius. And our guy in the suit, Tajin, with the queens. Is he racing? Nope, just calling. Ilva gets out. Omar, does he stay in? Yeah, does come with the call. Zintars is out. Daniel's called, so option then on Danius. 7763 checks it. 5 ways to the flop. This time, plenty of low cards in their holdings. Let's see what the board gives us. King 10 deuce, 2 spades, and neither player has any spade draw. So, well, best flop for Daniel now then with the 10, but or actually Omar with the king as well, yeah. So Omar in the lead with the king jack right now. Let's see. Did we get it checked around? We did. 6 of clubs on the turn, so flush draw for Omar as well to go with the king. It's Daniel though, 2 pair, 10-6, betting 30.
Yep.
Expecting
Omar won't be going anywhere, that's for sure.
Guess not.
Kiel.
Oh, he did fold.
Oh,
Omar folded it.
He's got the fourth nut flush draw, so fair enough.
Yeah. Now he'll regret his decision. Another king comes and a club. He would have made a flush, Omar.
Yeah, with the king blocker. So
yeah, exactly.
Dan is... What's Dan up to? Did he fire a bluff at the river? I guess he kind of has to with the 6-8. I know he's just check folded.
Yeah.
Check folded, having all red cards.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And gets maneuvered off of that one there by seat 4.
Yeah, as we get another dealer change. Stepping away. And in comes Mr. Manbun.
Mr. Manbun.
To you, sir. Yeah, so putting on the headphones so they can also hear our production team, and maybe you can see, I've seen that they sometimes tell the players to spread their cards. Those stickers that we have, the festival stickers in front of every player, that's the card reader. So players are supposed to put their cards over that one, and that way we can see what cards they are holding and give you all the information. And yeah, they're doing a pretty good job so far, all the players.
Absolutely, it's been a really smooth and seamless stream.
Yeah.
So far, especially the first one. And this one looks like we got some potential here, and I think that if I were a market maker, I would have suspended that market already. I think the under on the 1,000. I don't see it lasting
odds
long.
Are going like this.
They are. They're getting crashed. 101 on the exchange right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. Slashed all over the place. Well, we'll see. Still
time.
Yep, still time.
Hold on. Maybe we get that 999 euro pot just for a little bit of a rub down. But Tarzan, third aces.
Yeah.
The least premium of them with the tri-suit and some sort of disconnectivity in the side cards, but he's going to open it up to 10, of course.
Yeah.
And Zintars is going to be his only opponent by the looks of. No, Dan's come along as well in
Yeah,
the
he
big
is.
blind with 9-9,
Nice.
8 deuce tri-suit.
7 9s and aces. Who will hit anything?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this
there's
one.
a 7 for
Yep,
Zintas, but I don't
absolutely.
think.
And an 8 9 for Daniel.
Yeah, he's got an open ender. Okay, I don't
And-
think Tarzan's going to bet here.
No.
3 spades in his hand, and there's an 8. So 5 of hearts in Zintar's hand as well. No one having a flush or a straight. And a 4 on the river. So Zintar's with a set and a straight. Does he want to extract any value 3 ways? He elects to check, and potentially being wary that there could still be hands like 9-5 and 10-9 out there on the completion of the flush. And now Tarzan is actually going to go for a rather non-standard bluff now, turning his aces into a bluff.
Yeah.
Heartless, straight
Centaurs
blockerless.
doesn't fold for that one.
No, that's yeah, a little bit of an ambitious stab there, just kind of married to those aces and wanting to find a way to win the pot, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, he does have king 4. Maybe he was value betting. It seems a rather odd hand selection, to say the least.
Yeah. Right then. So no big pot this time, but we'll start another one with Daniel and Dinius in the blinds. Well, and as you can see, the Nightbot says in the chat, stay updated, our Facebook page or our web page. And of course, we are live blogging. Jason Glatzer is here, writing the right live blogs for those of you who want all the information from the tournaments mostly. And the updates are in that blog. You can see exactly what's going on. I know upstairs in the casino and the conference area, there's right now, I think they're on the final table of the horses event. And I'm not saying that. It's actually horses with an S, since they're also playing Sweden Special added to the horse.
You don't have a lisp, it's just the horses.
Exactly.
With the Sweden added to the typical horse 5-game mix.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's mostly a limit, right? Or is every format limit?
Actually, yep. All of them are. So even Sweden Special is played limit in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So a bit unusual format for the Sweden, and yeah, makes it a little bit of another game than normal when it's played pot limit. So now then, look at this flop for Daniel. Trip 7s. Shell with the overpair. Zintars with barely nothing.
Yeah. Kjell, let's see, the action looks like he has... There's chip spin gone in, so let's just wait for the stream to catch up. But it looks like a 4 of spades on the turn, I believe, looking over the right-hand shoulder of the dealer there.
Yeah.
And Kjell actually improving to the flush draw alongside the overpair. The 4 of hearts.
Daniel
the 4 of hearts
the boat.
And the 9 on the river gives Dan essentially the nuts here, just looking to extract some value. Just targeting an overpair, but does go for the pot size bet. And I think this spot would be the sort of spot where you want to go, and I say this through gritted teeth, but big with bluffs and small with value, because your opponent shows a lot of weakness on the turn, isn't really going to have many hands that can call the large size, but it's difficult to work out when you employ that strategy for people that haven't seen you play that much.
Yeah.
And often you do get the value with the smaller size and get quite an efficient bluff if you did have a missed straight draw, for example, or some kind of hand that couldn't beat an overpair. Does go for the pot though, and just takes it down.
Yeah, Ylva chatting away.
Yep, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
She gets
No
paid
surprise.
streams, so
yeah.
Of in her blood.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
She's taking the chick. She was the talkative one yesterday, so maybe we can have them both on the same table some other day, and no one of the guys will have anything to say.
Nope.
They like
that
to.
Would be a hell of a stream.
Yeah, for sure. Now then,
opening it up. pretty loose with just the 8 high suit. Little bit of sidecar connectivity with his king. With the 8-7-4 component, and Dan is going to flat on the button with the single suited 10s, bit of connectivity as well, and Petrus comes along from the big blind.
Yeah.
So ace queen 7, real swing and a miss for most players. Might see Zintars with the pre-flop betting lead fire a bet here. He's got a 7, he's got some backdoor hearts, no other chance to win the pot, but it goes check, check, check. King of Spades isn't really the card anyone's looking for. Dan now with some straight blockers, but obviously less valuable on a flush run out. And it goes check, check, check once more. The queen on the river. And King 8, actually the winner for Zintars. And Dan checks back, so the king is going to take this one down.
Yes.
Just going to have a quick toilet break.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll stay with you guys, and we're going to have a new hand on the table just shortly as Zintars adds a couple of blinds, 10 or of them, to his stack. And yeah, if you're new to this stream and to this format, this is the Cash Game Challenge brought to you from the festival series in Bratislava. We are playing 2 hours, exact 2 hours of PLO4, and the number of big blinds won will be counted, and the person who wins the most big blinds during one single session, 2 hour session of the week, will be the winner of our added package in this challenge. So right now, on top of that leaderboard from yesterday, Zintars, who's actually on seat number 9 on this PLO stream right now, he won 214 big blinds yesterday in the Texas session that we had, the first one yesterday. So he's the leader. 214 blinds is the number to beat if you want to get on top of the leaderboard, and I think Danius right now in seat number 2 is closing in on that number. Actually, he's up about 200 right now, but of course it's not counted until we close this 2 hour session, and then we count the chips and see how many big blinds the winner has, if it's enough to take over the lead in the leaderboard. But in this hand, Tashin with a mystery hand, it's raising it, making it 20, I think. And Danius and Chell staying in. Let's see if we get the hands as well. We can see Chell with a double pair, 6s and deuces. Danius, ace queen 3-2. Only 3-2 is suited, but he flops the flush draw with those. No set for Chell, but Tashin has also a good flop for him. Top 2 and a gutter. So maybe get some more value out from Danius if he's deciding to bet this one, but it's Shell who has checked his option. Tashin making it 25, a little less than half pot. Danius not going anywhere with the ace and the gut shot and the flush draw, and he actually hits the flush, although Tashin does have the bluff ace. So we'll see how they choose to play this one. If Tashin is gonna do something with his representing with the bluff ace, does not elect to bet, at least not there. So maybe now he loses that possibility coming in, because if he does something now, I'm sure that
it's going to be tough to represent, isn't it? Yeah. After
absolutely.
checking back the turn.
Yeah. So we'll see what he goes for here.
Being so deep stacked as well at 3 SBR on the turn, you want to be often just driving in your nut flushes and the value. And I think he's just going to elect to check with what he perceives to be decent showdown.
Yeah, with Danius going for some value with the flush.
Yeah.
3-2 of diamonds.
Yep, definitely your flush improving in value on the 4 diamond run out. A little bit less likely that your opponent had a non-nutted flush, for example.
Yeah.
And he's going to shove. Wow.
Ooh, now he comes with the bluff. Oops. Is this really going to work now? Does Danius really fall for this? 2 streets of checking and then shoving it.
Wow. So bets the flop, checks out of position.
The way Tashin has been playing so far, if I were Danius, I would be very suspicious about this move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, of course, yeah, his flush is 3 high, but it's 4 diamonds on the board, and the way, I don't know if Tashin's really going to get away with this one.
Doing a good job of staying still and not giving too much away. Doesn't look particularly nervous, I would say. There's the little
No, maybe.
sideways glance. Oh, it
Just
was,
as you said it.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind
Well,
of just to say, has he folded yet, or what's going on?
Exactly. Can we see now?
Called.
He calls.
And that's an 800 euro pot, so the 800 is.
Well,
moving
we're
up.
getting there. Now we're on the exact mark that you said, but I need 200 more to win our challenge and the package for the next stop, right? That's what we put in the middle.
Absolutely.
Frank has to add that one. We'll see about that one, but nice call from Danius with the flush. And yeah, he's up, I think, right now. He must be our current leader.
Wonder if he sent it on any of the live reads, because as we saw, he called quite quickly after he had that kind of nervous-looking sideways glance.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting. Didn't quite see the full picture. Didn't see whether he was studying or just kind of thinking, you know, is my opponent going to trap enough nut flushes here? There was a 4-diamond run out. Obviously, the flush combinations decreasing with the more diamonds on the board, and potentially thinking, okay, my opponent just would have gone for the 3 streets most of the time with the nuts, and does have the single blocker a decent enough amount for me to call, and makes the correct call. So very nicely played, and he's going to be up a really decent clip in terms of big blinds right now. I think he's going to be taking the lead so far for the cash game challenge.
He started with 2,100 and now it's
just hand 13. I think he's up to about 3k.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. 2.8.
2.8.
So 700, 350. That's the current top place.
Well up top right now.
Let's see if he elects to start running down the time bank.
That might be the threat against my 1,000 pot guess.
Goes
but
for a 1 hour piss break. Blinds out.
Yeah. And now, of course, all the other guys got to chase him if they want a chance to win the package in this specific
I
session.
don't think 350 would win. We've seen 1,000 big blind profits.
Yeah, so actually Frankie had 3,000 in Malta. Yeah,
of course.
So, but that's Frankie. So
he's one of a kind.
Yeah. So it might not be that big the win needed for a win this time around, but 350 number of big blinds probably not going to be the winner, as we see Petrus with the flush and Ilva with the another bluff ace.
With the out of position float. Unfortunately, she does see the 4th heart. So once again, another similar texture to last time, where it's a bit
very
less
similar,
less efficiency, let's say, in the lone ace bluff. But let's see if she does find it. I'm guessing that was the plan. She does improve to 2 pair, but she does lose to lots of hands that could arrive in this fashion. Some queen 8s, some queens, some 8s would all play the same. She goes for a fairly medium sort of sizing, and
he shows
jams
it
for value.
Wow, nice one.
Targeting some jack high, 9 high, 10 high flushes.
Yeah.
I like the move. I think
how come, though, the times you do this with a bluff ace, with a naked ace, you never if you have it, you never get a shove back.
Exactly.
This just happens when you just have one. Yeah.
And she had that little wry smile as if to say, well, what she's thinking now is, do I have any showdown with my 2 pair? Because she's probably not going to assume that her opponent jams non-nut flushes for value, so it could be interesting here, because he's not going to jam a straight, right? That's that's going to consider calling or folding. So she might level herself into a call here, and this is a very unique spot that you don't really get in Hold'em, where you end up bluffing but then calling sometimes. Typically,
searching for some help in the grape juice.
Yes, exactly. Is she going to find it? Usually the more grape juice you have, the more likely you are to call, so maybe leave that one on the side for now.
Yep, we're hoping for Ilva to give up this one, but no, she finds the call.
Yeah.
She turns her hand into something else.
Yeah, to a bluff/hero call.
Exactly.
She was trying to get better 2 pairs and sets and maybe a straight to fold, and then ends up realizing that he's not going to jam those hands. And just hoping that he had some sort of like king-queen with the king of hearts or something like that. Doesn't actually see it. It's the 2nd nuts.
No.
And a nicely played hand there, and not particularly thin with the run out and the way that the action was, but it's good to see someone capable of not just having the nuts when they go all in these kind of situations, and does get rewarded.
Yeah, absolutely. And Petrus doubles up. He's back to almost even now. He's in for 400 total. I think we saw him that he's holding 380 right now. So, yep, back almost square, and time to chase the lead of Danius now then. Currently our leader in the number of blinds won in this cash game challenge. New hand, and we are playing PLO only for PLO4 for 2 hours, and we're about 30 minutes into this stream now as we have Omar first to act. Coming with the race under the gun, making it 10 to go. Zintars is out, Daniel staying in, calling. Danius, has he hit the brake already now?
Maybe he's locking up. He's got the hood on.
Yeah.
He's not even watching the table anymore. He's like, I got my profit. I'm happy.
Yeah. Wake me if someone
exactly.
surpasses me in the leaderboard.
Give me a nudge.
So, heads up to the flop. Favors Omar, but neither player has... Yeah, we have, of course, an open-ended for Daniel here now with the 10-8, but... We'll see, and Omar checks it, so Daniel's happy to check and look for some help. Doesn't get it on the turn.
He's got the low end of the straight draw.
Yeah.
But essentially clubless. The 4 not really a useful blocker to start betting, but he is going to continue on the turn and does not get any good news. Actually, King Jack is going to win this one.
Yeah.
Omar with a somewhat random turn bet at the middle pair. Hard to say whether he's value betting or trying to turn his hand into some kind of bluff, but I think he looks like he knows where he's at right now. He's actually going to go for the river value, targeting some does have the nut jack in some ways with the king side cards, so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is our lineup. Ylva currently quiet.
Yeah. She got a bit of a lesson there with the bluffing and then calling it off. Quite a uncommon situation to be in, but unfortunately was on the wrong end of it. Hit and knit, self-announced from Danius after he's not played the last 2 hands after V-pipping all of them. So don't think anyone's going to be calling him a knit, that's for sure. But if we do see in half an hour's time the folding continue, then maybe there could be some arguments.
Yeah, no straddle now. No 20 straddle this time.
He understands the situation.
Yeah, I know.
What is that dog shit?
You love that hand. You could never fold that one.
If we were playing, Raz Omaha.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got a, no way.
Sweet and low, sweet and high low.
Sweet and high low. Tarzan is going to peel with the nut suit on the button. And once again, as you can imagine, quite loosey-goosey action here. 3 hands that really shouldn't be in the hand, kind of making it in. That's why we love to play live poker.
Exactly.
And so what have we got? Petrus with a gut shot, backdoor flush draw. Tarzan with the top pair, backdoor flush draw. And Daniel with the real swing and a miss there with just the ace-jack high. Tarzan might stab this one. The 7 is a useful card, blocks some of the straight draws in your opponent's range. His hand is going to be good now, but does require some protection versus straight draws.
Yep, goes
and
for
does
1/3.
get the job done.
Yep.
Folds out a lot of equity there, that 10, 9, 9, 5, any 9, any 7, any backdoor flush. So always good to do that in PLO, the name of the game, often equity denial. Being comfortable to stab non-nutted hands and maneuver your opponents off of some equity, because they're always lurking with equity in this game. It's not like Hold'em where you've just got people dead quite a lot. Nicely played.
Yes. Now then. Not even... Yeah, he comes for the 10.
Here we go.
I thought he was completely asleep, but
not
now at least.
completely locking it up. Going to put in the 10.
Yeah.
Keep everyone quiet. Do we have the 20 on as well? No, we don't.
No, we don't. Petrus is first. Let's see. Last time he had this position, he woke up with aces. That's just one of them this time, though. Ace 9, 5, 5, single suited ace, and goes into the mark. Shell is out. What about Tashin? Kings this time, another big pair for him, and surely he's coming with the race. Oh, just limping. Calling the 10, and hoping maybe for someone else to put some more chips into this one. Omar calls as well with the mystery hand. Sintars is out. Daniel stays in. What about our... Oh, look at this. Dinius now. He's awoke. He's awake. Making it 50 to go from the straddle, but surely it's going to get Tashing to come along. And holding just 250.
Good shove. Does fold. Just gets out of the way.
Wow, he did.
Interesting with this dynamic. I think with the 10 straddle, 25 big blinds, I'm probably just going with the kings there.
Yeah.
With some dead money cold calls in there as well.
Omar now then, the mystery hand. He calls. Daniel, oh, whoops. Now then. Is Omar also calling this? It's an all-in from Dinius.
Ooh.
Now we have a pot.
Not sure what Dan's up to here. Just flicking it in.
Just flicking his last 128 in.
Yeah.
Will he get it?
Omar's got a great multi-way hand. This is
a
decent one to get in there 3 ways with. Don't think he's going to be folding.
Almost 300 euros though. Does he want to gamble?
Yeah. Kind of forced to when you do VPIP and you see this kind of action in there. Your equity is always going to be decent multi-way.
Yeah. I mean, even if he puts Danius on aces, even he got a nice hand against
Still
that.
Got some high connectivity and a decent suit in there. Looks like he might get out the way.
Yeah, my guess would be that he finds the fold here, but...
Yeah, I don't think you should. You don't need much equity. He's calling off 277 into a pot of 900, needing like just about 30%. And Dan, actually the equity favorite here, dominating the clubs, but does have 3 of them.
Yeah, flop though, 2 hearts.
9 is good so far.
Yeah.
And he needs to fade a lot of outs now. Open ender, flush draw.
Look at this one.
Bricky.
Yeah.
The magic deuce for Dan as he laughs his way there in the hand he really shouldn't have been in, but he does manage to take it down with the queen 9.
Omar would have won it though, right? With the jack.
With the kings. The kings were there as well.
Yeah, sure.
Tarzan,
from Tashin. He would have won as well, but Omar would also have been the winner of this one. But he got out of the way.
Yep.
And as Ylva is ordering some more grape juice.
Yep. And we've been raided by Asa Ziggy with the party of 7. So
welcome guys. And if you raiders are not aware what you've been just stepped into, this is the Cash Game Challenge from the Bratislava, the festival series. We are playing PLO4, and this is a 2-hour session. They're playing exactly 2 hours, and we're looking to gather as many blinds as possible, because the one who books the most number of blinds to be won during a single session will walk away with what, George?
They'll walk away with not only their own caricature, but a free package for next stop or any stop of 2024 for the festival. Details on that will be released shortly. Behind the scenes, all of the work has been done, but in terms of the general public, we will be announcing those dates on thefestival.com within the next couple of weeks, I imagine.
Yep, absolutely. And something to look forward to. And of course, these Cash Game Challenges will be played during 2 sessions each day during the whole week. So plenty of chances still to come here and compete for that added package. Now then, Dinius he's up about 600 now, right? So still in the lead with 300 big blinds. Yep. The leader before this session was actually Zintars. He's in seat number 9 in this particular session. He booked a win of 214 big blinds yesterday in the 2-2 Texas game. So right now, Danius is leading.
Interested to see if Danius can maintain that lead.
Yeah.
And he does have double suited jacks, opening it up to 10. And that is a great flop for Kjell.
Yeah.
Flopping top pair with a flush draw.
Definitely.
A bit of a miss from Omar. And Danius here going for the bet. 3 ways here, backdoor hearts, no spade in hand.
Kjell just calling.
Definitely not an orthodox one, but
heads up to the turn.
Wow, turns the set though, and Kiel now improving to a double gut shot, so he needs a king or a 9 for a straight alongside his pair nut flush draw. And he certainly won't be going anywhere on the turn, that's for sure.
Yeah, Danish going for the pot bet.
Yeah, fair enough. Only really losing to 8-9.
Yeah.
And can't be too worried about that with 2 stack to pot ratio behind. And he is going to face the call, so kind of obvious is what your opponent's got at this stage. It's going to be a lot of draws.
Oh, Brexit.
Yeah, usually less so the 6-5, more the higher straight draws with the flush draw, as you could see. And Danius does indeed go for the third street of value. And Kiel kind of just sat there thinking, how have I missed all of that?
Yeah.
Don't think he's going to flick it in with the 10 here.
No,
Only
not
beats
likely.
hands like ace 9-9, ace 8-8, and yeah, has the 8 of spades in his hand. So
yeah,
tough to really win against anything here. And he's going to let it go.
Yeah, saving the 98 euros for a rainy day.
Absolutely.
Or the
and
next hand at
another
least.
pot for the Lithuanian there.
Yeah.
Picking up 150. That's good for 75 big blinds. So he's well on his way to taking an early lead in the cash game challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. So while we do another small dealer change, I'll inform you guys watching that festivalseries.com, that's where you will find all the information about this week's schedule and the upcoming events and everything that is going on during and in between the festival stops. So right now we're concentrating on this cash game challenge, but we will be streaming tournament action as well later in the week. I think already tomorrow we will do the Bratislava deep stack, the final day on that from that one, and maybe the final 2 tables or something like that, and bring you all the action till the end of that one. And then on Thursday we'll be back with more cash game action, and Friday, Saturday and Sunday I think we'll stream both cash games, but of course also the main event, the big one. And yeah, the 550 main event Texas Hold'em just started today with the day 1A. Plenty of start dates to come for the days for that one. And
yeah,
then
6 flights, 1 today, 5 upcoming.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to hit that 1900 target set by Mr. Franke.
Yeah.
Give us a share, guys, over at all of our socials at the Festival OG for the most part. Get a couple more viewers in here watching some of these straddling actions and random blasting in the PLO.
Exactly, and we're about halfway through this 2-hour cash game session, and expecting a lot of action to come. It's normally during the last 30 minutes or so that the action really will pick up when players are starting to chase that leaderboard, and well, we're trying to find some more big blinds to be won.
Absolutely, and Dan's got himself into a precarious spot here, flatting a pretty weak hand, and sees himself dominated by the draws of his opponent. Does improve to an open-ender with a pair.
Yeah.
Should see him again, you know, you get him with
double
these hands
flush draw
pre-flop.
for Petrus now though.
Exactly, you get in these hands pre-flop, out of position, you just kind of bleed big blinds. And he's going to go for the call. And he does find the miracle.
Look at this one.
Holy moly. So there's the back
red
door
6.
straight.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's got a lead now. He's going to have some 9-8 and 4-5 advantage for sure.
Yeah,
versus
absolutely.
an early position raiser. And yeah, Petrus sees that he's just bricked everything once again. Was unfortunate with the double suited aces earlier, where he had bricked double flush draw, bricks another double flush draw, and Dan not bluffing with the straight. So just left with a pair of jacks and kind of wondering where was the black card on the river? You know, like, what's going on here?
Any black card.
Come on. Now he's trying to go down the rabbit hole of thinking about hands that he can beat, and there just aren't any, really. You've seen your opponent continue out of position, so Definitely going to have some decent board interaction with those two actions on the flop and the turn. And two of the obvious draws get there in the form of 4-5 and 9-8, and now he leads into us. I don't think I've ever seen a bluff in this spot, to be honest.
No.
It's very tough to think of something that you beat. He would have to have 10-9-9 with clubs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Ace-5 of spades.
Yeah, that kind of thing. That didn't check raise the flop, you know. So it's just like really tough to find something that you're ahead of here.
Desperately seeking for something that he can beat.
Yeah, it's this kind of rabbit hole you go down when you're running bad. You know, you're just like, how the hell do I run into it again? You know, he didn't really have that strong of a holding in terms of the made hand, just with the overpair on the turn, but did break a lot of equity, and yeah, it's a frustrating
Finally finds
one.
the fold though. Yeah. Daniel now then, almost up to 400. I think that's what he's in for. Rebought one time, and yeah, should be 400 total for him, so about even. And seat number 2, Danius, the biggest winner of this stream so far, and also overall leading right now in terms of big blinds won. So time for these other players now to chase him the last hour or so of this cash game session. Ylva, what's she chatting about right now? Do we know? Does she even know herself?
Yeah.
I'm not sure which game.
Something about skateboarding, maybe. She said half pipe,
yeah.
And I believe that is snowboarding or skateboarding. Right?
Yeah. Normally it would be.
Let's try and zone in on that. No, not too sure.
No,
but
Shell.
Yeah.
Double suited aces.
Pre-flop nuts. And a pretty good version of it as well with ace 3-3 double.
Yeah. How about Zintars?
Zintars comes in for another loose peel.
Expecting Daniel to call this one.
Yeah, he's not been too disciplined so far with this pre-flop.
That's what I mean. Yeah, coming with the call.
Continues the theme.
Danius, mystery hand. Looking to get in the mix. Petrus, just 6 to call for him. Will he stay in with the 5s? Yeah. Now then we see the hand of Danius as well. A lot of low cards.
Yeah, wow. Some really speculative holdings in there.
Yeah.
And look at that. Dan flops the nut straight blockers.
Yeah.
8-8. I'm sure we're going to see him lean on this pot in some way, shape or form. It's a complete swing and a miss for Kjell.
Yeah, not the flop he was looking for. Although double backdoor flushes, of course, but nothing more than that. And Daniel comes with the lead.
Yeah,
as he should with the 8s.
Huge bet here. Just looking to take it down now. Danius interested. He's got bottom 2 pair, but 3 players behind, facing an almost pot-sized bet. Almost impossible to continue in that situation for sure. And
Pilgrim showing the blockers, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, when they show that, it's like still somewhat likely that they've got the straight with it as well, just looking to get value from sets and other straight draws. But this time Dan gets one through, zooming with the straight blockers. Nicely played, sir.
Yeah. It's going to be quiet for a while and listen to Ylva.
Running the show.
Yeah. Shell now limping with the jacks, is he? Oh, we have a Mississippi straddle now then from Danish, I think, right? So Tashin making it 26 to go by the looks of it. King, Queen and sevens. Interesting choice. Let's see now. As becomes Zintars with the race. Making it 70, I think, right? Oh, he has the aces.
Ooh, that's definitely going to be getting pumped upstairs.
And Chell is all in to jacks.
So what's going on here? Zintars is squeezed to 80.
Yeah.
Chell is all in for 90. Tarzin now knows that his opponent can't reopen the action behind, so he's kind of forced in with the double-suited pair.
Yeah.
And we are 3 ways to the flop with still 144 euros as the effective stack, and Tarzin is going to have to commit with the queen and the backdoor flush draw, I believe. Not an amazing spot, but just about enough to get the rest in with here.
Yeah.
Knows he's being up against aces, but could be up against, you know, some ace jack 10 with the flush draw type hands, so would be a little too tight to fold for just a half pot behind. As you can see, not a particularly great hand, does flop top pair, but 25%.
Yeah, we can see all the equity with Centaurs. Shell just 4% with the jacks.
He does fold.
Yeah.
So he's worried that if he's up against the nut flush draw there, he's not quite getting the price to continue.
No.
And it's going to be off to the races here. Jacks versus aces. 8 on the turn would have been a good card. And it's a 3 on the river, so Zintars does retain the lead with the ace-5 straight. And that's going to take it down.
So, Sheldon, is he giving up or reloading?
Poor old Kjell, he's had a bit of a rough run. He's bricked a huge combo draw. He had a double gutter and a nut flush draw. Gets it in with a decent holding there, 3 ways. Doesn't flop anything or really have any kind of equity throughout the hand. And is going to fire the reload.
Yes. And while we wait for him to get some more chips, I'm just going to run off for a little short break, but I'll be back shortly.
So let us know what you're up to if you are tuning in, which events you're looking forward to as the week develops. Having a little look at the schedule now, we're going to have one more main event flight tomorrow. That's going to be day 1B. That starts bright and early at 12 o'clock. Got the deep stack, the Bratislava deep stack day 2, also going to be tomorrow. And we've got the 8 game, 250 euro. There's going to be a seniors event. And the Blackjack Championship as well, alongside the PLO High Roller. That's a 1K plus 100, a satellite to the main event, and we do have 2 more cash game challenges for you as we continue to showcase the cash game challenge with the most amount of big blinds won in a singular session is going to get themselves the patented personalized caricature alongside a free package with a value of a couple of €1,000 for a future festival series stop. Details of that will be coming up on thefestival.com. So ace high board here, 2 diamonds, great flop for Tarzin. Flops himself a gut shot to the straight flush, the steel wheel alongside top pair. Zintars completely breaking his kings on the ace high texture, and Kjell also with the kings does have an open ender now. Looks like Tarzin's gone for the full pot. Trying to apply some pressure potentially to some straight draws, some weaker 2 pairs, 6-5, 6-4, 5-4. So kind of turning his hand into a semi-bluff. And let's see what Kjell's going to do. He gets out the way with the kings there, just worried that he could be drawing to a straight that wouldn't return anything if he did hit, with the possibility of the 7-8 already out there. So gets out the way, been a rather frustrating one for him, but Little sip of juice and back in the thick of it. So hand 22 of the 2-2 PLO stream. Current leader of the table is Danius, the Lithuanian there with the hood up in seat 2. Looking to etch ever closer to potentially mounting a challenge to win the weekly package. But dealt trash in this one, so going to be sitting out. Petrus there in the cutoff. King Jack 10-4 with the Jack high suit opens it up to 10. And Tarzan here could certainly elect a 3-bet. When you do see players that are playing wider ranges around and often playing live cash with the highish rake structures as well, often better to continue from the small blind versus late position raises with the 3-bet, but does elect to just call and actually would have saved some money as Petrus flops trips. And Tarzan manages to just get away relatively unscathed. But yeah, going back to that point, it's quite nice to widen your 3-betting range when you do see players opening these kind of non-standard type of hands that is very frequent with live cash game dynamics as opposed to online, where games tend to be a little bit tighter and a little bit more theory orientated. But as you can see from the first hour and a half or so of the low stakes live stream, people are just getting in there with all sorts of different holdings and definitely incentivized to punish that. We do have the 20 straddle, so should be some action developing here. Kiel with the double suited double pair. Looks like he's going to come in and try and farm himself a set. Tarzan double suited king queen 8-7 in position. Does he want to just pot it, try and take it down, or try and force a couple of other people out of the pot? Looks like he's going to limp along for the ride. And Zintas with the kings. I think he's going to be squeezing this one. He's got a suit. Not the worst side cards. At least the jack is working for him with some connectivity. And yep, he's going to pot it up. Lots of dead money out there. 2 extremely weak limping ranges. Guys that are limping off of what is effectively less than 10 big blinds with that 20 straddle. So typically not a spot you're ever going to see people trapping. They're just going to have hands that don't really want to raise but do want to VPIP. And Kiel now with the decision, is he going to chuck in another 100 euros to try and flop a set? Double suited. Pretty disconnected though, and 2 low pairs. Not looking great versus this action, but he is going to fling it in and hope for the best. And I think we're going to be seeing Tarzan continue closing the action now. And he's just going to shove by the looks of things. So all in for 175. Just going to run it. And I think if you do play the hand in this fashion, it's just better to peel pre-flop because you're not exactly pushing any kind of equity advantage versus these 2 ranges. So if you did overlimp pre, might be better off just kind of calling, and then you could at least get away on boards where you're completely dead, like a paired ace board, for example. But flops a hell of a lot of equity there. That's going to be a king-high flush draw with a middle pair. And Zintas does have the best hand at present with the overpair, and Kiel is hoping for backdoor spades, a 6 or a deuce that's not a heart. So Zintar's looking for a hold. Tarzan looking to improve his pair plus flush draw. Ace on the turn, complete break. The king's still holding. And a 3 on the river, so that's the brickiest of brick runouts. And the kings are actually going to take this one down with the overcard present. Quite a rare phenomenon, but definitely a byproduct of the wider than standard ranges that are being put into play here on this triple straddle. And he fades everything. No flush complete, no straight complete. Well, the deuce 4, but less likely, of course. And I think Kjell's looks like he's going to wave the white flag on the end of this session and head on out into the night, maybe for some outer table action. All of the details on the cash games that are running so far over at bancocasino.sk. I can have a little look for you and read out what we've got, because there was plenty of outer table action when I last had a little look in the casino. So you just got to go to that website and click Bratislava. And at the moment we've got some 5-5-4-5 card and 2-1-3 Hold'em tables. I believe there's a little bit more. Yeah, here we go, full list. We've got 2 Sveiten 2-2 tables, also a PLO 2-2. So 6 tables currently running plus the stream game. Going to be seeing those numbers shoot up throughout the week, so a good time to get here would be sort of Thursday night. And if you are a cash game grinder, that would probably be the most advantageous schedule. Even could be getting yourself onto one of the higher stakes streams. We've got 10-10, No Limit and PLO running on Saturday night. So plenty of reason to get yourself over to Bratislava. Details on thefestival.com, or reach out to us on the socials if interested. Let's head back to the action now, as Danius has got a monster hand here. Ace, Queen, Queen double. And he's just going to take that one down. So Petrus picking up the aces once again. He's not had a great run so far. Bricking lots of decent equity spots. One with the double suited aces earlier, missing a double flush draw, and then I believe it was a Queen Jack Jack double where he bricked a double flush draw versus Dan, who rivered a straight. So he's looking for some revenge coming in for the €15 Open with the ace 10-7 single. And Danius defending the ace king king. And a tricky board for the kings, but it goes check check. Okay. Petrus deciding that his opponent is going to have a decent amount of 6x and wants to play some pot control versus that. Going to have to call this smallish size on the turn with the overpair. As Danius was betting the kings with the flush draw, and the river goes check check. Ace is going to win versus the kings. So about 25 hands in to the PLO stream. Going to have around about 20 to 30 minutes left on the action. And Danius, the current table big blind profit leader. And we've got a first time chatter here, Frogna Fru. He's going with some, what is that, like a pole dancer type? Frogna dance.
Get his own. Are you trying to make that dance bigger now?
No, I wasn't zooming in on it. I was looking at Frogna Fru.
Aha.
streamer with 28,000 followers joining us.
Welcome, Frogner Frue.
Going for the just chatting pools, hot tubs, and beaches category.
Why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Sounds like a nice
There's
category
a market
to me.
for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to this poker chat, though. Are you here in Bratislava playing poker or just following us from back home?
Can't wait to fly down.
Absolutely. We'll save you a seat. Counter-Strike and slots mostly. says
Apologies.
Frogner Frue.
We clicked on your profile and it said just chatting.
Ah.
So I'm not sure whether you're downplaying that now. No need to be embarrassed. Everyone's on their own hustle. Coming tomorrow.
All right. And by the name, it's probably Danish, is my guess. Frue in Danish is wife.
I said Frogner Frue. That's completely a swing and a miss from
we're just guessing.
One-dimensional
as we
English
see
brain.
Danius with the top 2 here now against Ylva's aces, crushing it. Danius again, getting the best of it.
Ylva with a little bit of a speculative pre-flop call, flop call, can't really improve.
Okay, not Danish. Guess again. Then I have to go with Norwegian then. Frogner Frue.
Frogner Frue. I'm clueless.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But it's some. I'm guessing this is going to be the right one then. It has to be Norwegian if it's not Danish. That one.
Okay.
Yes, go, go, go.
Yeah,
Oh,
Norwegian, there we go. And an Ylva fan as well.
of course. Yeah, that would. Of course, I
makes
would have
sense
guessed
now.
Norwegian,
Mhm.
judging by Ylva's. But unfortunate for you, Frogner Frue, Ylva is right now losing a big one.
Yeah, and stationing two big sizes here.
Yeah.
And it looks like she's going to be in a tricky spot facing the third pot-size bet.
Yeah, of course not. I mean, there's
Danius
a lot of
leading the
straights
flop.
out there, and
This is why I
boards
fold the
pairing,
flop.
but
Your opponent leading the flop here. What sort of hands are they going to lead? They're going to lead some sets, 2 pairs, combo draws, wraps. You know, you're just in really
the 3-4
tough shape.
gets there, and yeah.
No diamonds, good for me. So yeah, she's starting to think now. Okay, I beat the
busted
7, 8, 9
flush
with
draw,
diamonds. He could maybe turn 6-5 into a bluff, but yeah, not a good time to tune in, Frogner, as your friend is potentially calling herself into another incorrect river call. Let's see if she can get away. Looks like she was going down the rabbit hole of thinking,
yeah,
the flush draw missed,
exactly. You
come
don't
on.
like that, you know. And I don't know diamonds. I might talk myself into calling this one, but for Ylva's sake and for Frogner Frue, then let's hope not. Save some money.
Yeah,
You
just
can buy drinks for Frogner Frue tomorrow instead when she comes in. Oh, she does
there
come
goes
with the
the
call.
drinks fund, unfortunately.
Wow,
Frogner, you're
you
gonna
have
to
to
dip
pay
into
your own one.
pocket.
Yeah. Unfortunate for
dear.
Ylva, she sees the bad news.
Yeah, just the stone cold nuts
Yeah.
for Danius there, the Lithuanian Reg, who picks up another big pot. Bought in for 2.1k, now sitting on 3.3, so that's a
Wow.
600 big blind profit. That is a hell of a uptick on yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
214 big blinds for winning. We knew that that wouldn't last for long.
No.
And believe that that was the over 1k pot threshold reached.
Oh!
I know.
Wow, I
I'm
missed.
Sorry.
Yay!
I'm sorry to shit on my own parade, but I did in fact lose that friendly bet.
You did, yeah. We were just, if you're not with us from the start, we were just guessing about how big of a flop pots we were getting, and I said 1,000. George picked the under with about 800.
I was
That's the
thinking
biggest
800,
one.
but then Ylva started drinking wine, and all of a sudden the pots.
Yeah, unlucky as she is reloading, so not giving up, and hopefully she can find a way back. And we know she's a very good Omaha player, plays a lot and streams a lot. So for those of you who want to see more of Ylva, hit her up with her Twitch handle being Jebakim. Yeah, streaming for cool bets. So make sure to follow her. Maybe give her a follow or a donation to get her back on her feet.
Cut us some slack.
Yeah.
It's been a tough start to the week by the looks of it from Ylva. She's probably down in the region of about 3 buy-ins here, €600, and we don't have long left. So could we see some spinning? Not this one.
No, not this one. Yeah, about 20-25 minutes left of this session now, as we're playing exactly 2 hours to count the number of blinds won after that session. And right now then, Danius, seat number 2, is crushing it. Started with a big stack. He had 2,100 already starting, but now he's over 3,000 then.
Frogner also on Team Coolbet. Maybe looking to balance things up a little bit. It's been a rough start for the Coolbet compatriots.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we go. 3 ways to the flop. And who's got a piece? Zintars has got an overpair with an open-ender.
Yeah,
it's a
he
decent
does.
start for him. Danius with top pair and a bottom end of the gut shot. He's actually going to lead out from the small blind here.
And of course, Zintars stays in.
Yeah, and it's a flip, even though...
and Zintars is the guy who just about to lose his first position in the leaderboard. He was the leader of the 214 blinds since yesterday.
It's going to get even worse as the ace on the turn now.
Yeah.
Improving Danius to top 2 pair. It's a bit of a... I mean, he's probably going to bet, but it's not like a great spot here. It's super deep out of position on the double flush draw texture, and he does check. I like the check. Want to have some coverage on an ace river, and yeah, you don't want to get raised, and even your opponent continuing here when there's so many cards that will change the board texture on the river. Not a great spot to continue firing.
Oh, so
Ooh,
Zintars looking for help, doesn't
6
get
on
it.
the river, so 9-7 gets there. So is Zintars going to turn his hand into a bluff now? Did elect to stab the turn.
160 in the middle.
Can conceivably try and maneuver Danius off of a hand like 10-8. He could definitely have led hands like 10-8 on the flop. Maybe some weak ace with hearts. And he does go for the 85. Or is that 110?
110, right? Yeah.
So nice, big, healthy bet. Getting absolutely snapped off by Danius with top 2. And another good reason to elect to slow play the turn there to give yourself some hands that can call these bricky runouts. If you're just betting the 2 pair there out of position, going to be tricky to defend your check calling range.
Yeah, absolutely. And returning to the chat, we can see that Frogner Frue is also on Team Coolbet. So nice, more Coolbet players coming. And unfortunately, Svein Olav, he was not in this one. He didn't play the Cash Game Challenge, but I know he was in the Deep Stack. But I met him actually as I was on my little toilet break just moments ago.
Absolutely.
And he was not playing at the moment, so not on the final table of that one, unfortunately.
Oh.
But a lot of more tournaments to be played by Svein Olav. If we know him correctly, he will be in the mix with most, as much as he can.
He'll be omnipresent throughout the week.
Yeah.
One of the very many people that come over from Scandinavia to get in the mix here at the festival.
Yeah, actually he's been residing here in Bratislava for 2 or 3 months
he
now,
has?
I think. Yeah,
Okay,
renting
nice.
a place here and playing a lot of tournaments and working from Bratislava. So not the worst place to be.
And he's playing full time, or he's got some other stuff going on?
No, he's working with Coolbet. Yeah, he's with
Coolbet,
Coolbet still, but yeah, I'm playing a lot as well in his free time. So I think
awesome.
he enjoys the big
tournament
poker
scene here.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And if you haven't heard of the Bratislava tournament scene, where have you been in Europe for the last few years? Because it's really emerging as almost a mini Vegas here. It's in terms of tournament buy-ins for mid to low stakes. I've got some friends that just play live tournaments, and it's difficult to be a live tournament pro because you can't get the volume in, but you definitely can here in Bratislava.
Yeah.
Plenty of events running across the 2 casinos.
As Zintars now comes with the 20 raise with the aces. Daniel, Mr. Pilgrim, stays in. Nice hand with the 7, 8, 8, 9. 1 suit only though, but Danius, of course, still staying in the mix. King, Queen, 10, 4. Tashin then. Ylva, she's in.
Okay, Ylva is in with Jack 7, 6, 5 singles, so got a little bit of connectivity.
Middle cards here now to go.
Ooh,
there we have the ace for Zintars.
For everyone, apart from, of course, Zintars top set.
Yeah,
and he's gonna fire there, looking to charge the King, Queen, Jacks, maybe pocket 10s to ace 10. Pretty healthy bet though, multi-way here. It's going to be very tough to be bluffing, but Danius is going to continue.
Oh, look.
He's got a backdoor flush draw and a gut shot, middle pair.
Yeah.
Looking for a jack. Oh my god.
This is ugly now then.
Yeah, Lithuanian on Lithuanian action, and we do see a bit of a cooler here as it's not only the straight completer, but it gives Zintas the nut flush draw as well.
Yeah.
So this is just a sick turn card.
So if we didn't pass the 1,000 mark previously, we're
probably
likely to do
now.
it with this hand now, because
He's going to bet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this bet because I think, yeah, he's got equity, obviously, he blocks the straight, but you probably get 10s and ace-10 to fold now, so it's like you're just going to run into straights when the money goes in here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not easy to play this spot.
Right,
but I think just check
running it
calling.
once, I think, right?
Yeah.
And no pairing for Zintars, unfortunately.
Wow. 1,000 big blind profit for Danius now.
Yeah, 1,300 in this pot.
Wow.
Just exact double up then for Danius. He's in for 2.1, now sits on 4.2.
That's a really tough beat, because he's just thinking, why does it have to be the jack of spades? You know,
Yeah,
any
exactly.
other
Otherwise
card?
he can get out of it.
Yeah,
but
well,
now he has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bite the sour apple
Yeah,
and maybe
that's a
give
rough
up
one.
for today. By the looks of it, he's done.
Yeah.
And we just have like 10-15 minutes left of this session, I think. So, yeah, that's it for Zintars, unfortunately. And it surely looks like he's about to lose the first place on the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's a huge stack emerging now for Danius there in seat 2. Sat with 4K, bought in for 2.1, so he's doubled his original buy-in. So 1,050 big blinds now emerging as the runaway leader of the Cash Game Challenge, which could net him his own personalized caricature alongside a nice juicy package for one of the 2024 festival events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dan, nice hand here in the hijack, ace jack 7-7, double suited.
Yeah.
And he's going to open it up.
And Danius actually folded the hand, right?
Trash for him, so
Yeah.
he makes a rare fold. And Tazin has got single suited kings. $100 big blind, no straddle, so yeah, flatting seems pretty reasonable and does indeed
Now
flop.
then, Ilva and Daniel, and all of them, look, not flush for Tashin,
Wow.
set for Ilva, and a top 2 for Daniel.
Yeah.
Action board now.
This is a hell of an action board.
And of course, Ilva also
Ten of
blocking. She has a
hearts as
flush herself.
well. Wow, it gets even spicier. This could be another really nasty pot for Ilva here. She's
Yeah.
definitely not folding the turn, and almost certainly not folding the river, I would imagine.
Exactly.
When your opponent flats the small blind, weaker than standard range, you would have 3-bet a lot of his double suited, so he could have a king or a queen lone heart here for a bluff quite often. And 6 on the river, yeah, not going to
Bad
be able
news
to get
again
away.
for Ilva.
Yeah.
Right now,
Gonna see a
also
pot size
just
bet.
70 in the middle, so yeah, coming with 50-60 bet here maybe, Tashin.
Yeah, I think you would just want to polarize, go for the maximum here.
Yeah, goes for the pot bet.
She folds. Okay, nicely done.
Yeah,
Nicely done. Makes the correct laydown. Didn't get away from the bigger hands the first 2 times, but does make the correct laydown on this occasion, as Tarzan indeed was lurking there in the small blind with the nut flush.
Yes, he was. Now then, our big chip leader, Danius. 6s, king 9. He's folding, rare fold from Danius. Petrus, did he fold jacks? Seems so. Tashin, 4 diamonds. Coming with a small raise. makes it 15. Ilva stays in. Omar as well, looking to call. And our boy Daniel Pilgrim is calling as well. So a lot of king, queens, jacks going to the flop. Ace high though, so it's Omar getting the best of it. Top 2, and need a player with the spade draw. So Omar betting out, making it 25, and yeah, not much for either player to stay in this one. So picks down the small pot.
So a little bit of a spoiler, but I think we've actually got action a little bit longer than expected, because
really?
just wrapping things up in real time here. So we should have another 25 to 30 minutes or so of action for you guys.
Yeah.
So plenty more hands for potentially Ilva to win
Spin
back.
it up.
She's been in some horrible situations so far. Only 30 hands into the stream and just been running into the nuts left, right and center basically.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the name of the game in PLO, right? It doesn't take too much bad distribution to just be on the wrong side of it all the time, and it can be extremely frustrating, but she's wearing it like a pro with a smile on her face and
absolutely
still driving the table chat, which is good to see.
Yes.
So Petrus opens it up with ace king 6-6. Omar flatting the small blind once again. And Danius in the big blind is going to squeeze things up. Looks like he's made it 60 to go.
Yeah, and
Queen,
there's
Jack,
why.
Jack. Fair enough. Pretty strong hand. He's got Omar in pretty rough shape there.
Yeah, definitely.
And Petrus, who opened a little bit on the wider side. Is he going to continue? Doesn't look like it. And Omar comes along now, and this is another reason why flatting the small blind with these wide holdings when you don't close the action is slightly less advantageous. You just kind of have to come along for the other raise, and you can get yourself into all sorts of bother. Does flop a pair with a flush blocker. Danius has the queen of spades. That's a pretty handy card. The board obviously favouring him. He's more than likely the only person that can hold top set in this spot, so going to see a lot of aggression in general.
Yeah.
Goes for 55.
Not much for Omar to do then than to fold this one, I'll guess.
For the bet fold. And yeah, Omar out the way.
We're just sitting back, listening to Ilva talking, Ilva show. Right now here on the festival stream. This is the Cash Game Challenge, the final 20-25 minutes of this one coming to you live from Bratislava, and which means that we'll be playing a little bit over 1.5 hours of this PLO session. They are playing 2-2, and we have a big winner on this table. He came in with a big stack. Danius in seat number 2 started with 2,100 euros, but he's doubled that amount. He's up over 1,000 euros. That's big blinds, sorry. Over 2,000 euros.
Yeah.
Right now.
Hell of a win so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, almost certain to be booking a profit unless something really ridiculous happens. But no one's really anywhere near him, right?
No.
Ilva's got 300 or so. Yeah, I mean, it's a stack of guys with sort of 100 to 200 big blinds.
Yep.
Table, sorry. So should be seeing him potentially coast even further off into the sunset. Great hand for Omar here. King Jack 8-7 double.
Yeah, I like
we're
that one.
already on the turn. Seeing everything flash up.
Yeah, all right. We're lagging a bit with the graphics, but now we see that we have Not much for Omar. It was a nice hand pre-flop, but now Tashin is betting him off that one, I guess. No? Comes for the call. Needs a diamond or a 10 then. Using Danius as the exchange office right now, giving the players some more chips, and we can see that Omar bricks it, finds a 7, but nothing much more, so we'll have a secret hand, mystery hand from Tashin. He checks it though, but probably it's gonna be enough if we go to showdown here. Yeah, Omar gives it up, and Tashin takes the pot. We did not see exactly, but we can see a 3-9, so maybe he has an ace somewhere as well. Something like that.
9-3.
There we have it. Ace 10 takes it. 10. He had a nut flush draw, so lucky for Omar then that it didn't come in a diamond. He would have lost some more.
He would have, yeah, been in a rough spot.
Yeah, just as you said, Ylva happily as ever.
Can't contain her excitement about finding some fellow 8-game buddies.
Yeah.
As we do have a €250 8-game tournament, one of these side events.
Yeah, exactly. We do have a lot of mixed game action this week. So
absolutely.
The horses is just being played down to a winner this night. I think they're going to be on for a long night. I think there were about 15 players left an hour ago. So. Oof. They're probably going to sit playing that horses for a while.
Absolutely, with the limit format.
Yeah.
And lots of split pot games as well. No reason that one's going to be rushed, that's for sure. So tomorrow, 12 o'clock, main event day 1B, 12 levels played, 9-handed. We've got day 2 of the Bratislava Deep Stack. That was a €250 tournament. Had a lot of runners, I think about a 50k prize pool, not too bad for a sort of side event. The 8-game, as Ylva was mentioning, is going to kick off at 2 o'clock. Got the seniors, the blackjack, got a PLO high roller at 5, so the 1k. And then some satellites, of course the cash game challenge, another 2-2 Texas, 2-2 PLO. And a Texas progressive knockout starting at 10 o'clock, €250 entry.
Yeah, and as this wasn't enough, we also have something that's very, very special for the festival as well. Of course, the Frankie flip-flops.
Ah, of course.
You can play the flips and win Frankie's old flops. But also
crusty old flops.
Yeah, sure. But there's also a package added in that one as well. Person who win the most flips during the week will also walk away with a package for our next stop. And looking at the leaderboard for these flips, 2 days in, we have one guy who has actually won 6 of them. Keito Kaljulaid. Sounds Estonian or something like that. He has 6 wins. Erik Hamre, second place. Third, 3 wins. So, and Joseph Jackson, familiar face, also 3 wins. So, well ahead in that leaderboard right now. Keito with 6 wins. And some familiar names on that leaderboard as well. We can see Sturla Hiller, Karev Tralla. Also won a couple of flips. Yeah. Yeah. Good on you, Karev. I think you were supposed to be working.
He'll get away with it.
Yeah, we'll have time for flips as well during in the breaks.
Yeah, I might have a little bit of action. I don't think I'll be able to win the leaderboard though, so that kind of decreases the.
He does.
The EV also, but why not?
Why not?
€20 to go.
Yeah, minimum 20.
Yeah,
exactly, and they're rake free. So still, and you win tournament credits. So if there's 10 players playing a €20 flip, there's 200 in credits to be won. So yeah. Now then, flush draw for Daniel, checks it.
Yeah.
Top pair for Danius.
He's got a backdoor wrap as well. A jack is a great card for him. A 7 would be a good card as well. Wait, folding?
Yeah.
Dan, what are we doing? We got a king high flush draw, buddy.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's given up.
No, Danius just exercising maybe a little bit of fear into the mind of young Mr. Pilgrim over in seat 1. Not wanting to continue there with some decent backdoors as well as a strong front door draw.
Yeah.
So he just relinquishes that one, and the stream does tick on.
And looking at more information from the blog of Jason Gladser, we can see that the day 1A of the main event is concluded for the day. There was 73 entries and 18 of them found a bag. And Bo Alm of Sweden, I think, is the current chip leader, bagging 190,000 in chips. And some notable names as well. Still in that one, we have Martin Karnåker of Value Town, Elisabeth Nordskog of Coolbet, and some other players, Norway, still in that one. So, yeah. Looking forward to the next starting day tomorrow, also the main event, of course, the 550.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, Wise Guy. So back to the action. We got some limpy, smallest pre-flop pot we've seen, actually.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Game is slowing down instead of picking up the they're giving up now. They're giving Danius the win of this one. Yeah,
Danius has already got so much in his stack that people have given up the ghost.
Look who's back in seat number 8.
Ah, yes.
It's not Stuart.
No.
That's maybe his middle name, but it's Joel, right?
Joel Baxter.
Exactly.
Right,
we were told in our first stream that when he was playing the Texas that his first name is not Stuart actually, but we're guessing it's the second one, since all the casinos normally register all your names, and then you get sometimes your middle name in these kind of
Yeah, and these things I have mine as well, Robert. So sometimes I'm on there as Robert Sanford on the streams and stuff.
When you want to stay secret,
yeah,
you use Robert.
Yeah, I use my dad's name.
Exactly. So your dad has a lot of caches in Hendon.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled about that with his corporate sector job.
Yeah, so Joel, welcome to the table. Last 20 minutes or so of this stream. Maybe he can spin it up. But it'll be a tough challenge for him to chase Danius.
Hotter than the sun to get anywhere near, really.
He starts with the straddle at least, and Daniel has made it 10 to straddle. Danius now slowing it down, not making the 20 straddle as he has a couple of times. See if he stays in with the hand. Yeah, putting it back.
Like he's interested.
Yep.
And he does have a nut suit with some decent connectivity in the Jack-10 component. So
starting with a 35 bet.
Plenty of reason to drive the action. Petrus gets out the way. Good fold. No playable hands as of yet.
Oh, look at this one. Joel then. Expected to stay in, right?
If he's had any idea as to the action so far, you want to be pumping this one up. Danius has certainly been the most active player on the table. Yeah, nicely played.
Yeah.
On the 10 straddle as well. So we only have 20 big blinds, so just pushing equity with the kings.
Yeah.
And Dan is kind of caught in the middle with the double suited ace 10-9-5. He's got 3-3-1, 33 bigs, but open under the gun, 3-bet from the one of the straddles.
Yeah.
I think we just fold this one, Dan. If we had the 8 instead of the 5 and it was double suited, I might just gamble or just cold call and with the plan to get it in. But yeah, don't think this one's strong enough, and he does make a good fold, so nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
Danius, I think, will definitely be calling, going to the flop, trying to find any kind of connectivity. Only 68 euros back in a pot of 274, and that's enough. Two pair. It just continues to run.
Bad news for
pretty
Joel.
Well. And Joel, just going to check over the kings.
There's always an ace, right?
Always an ace. The king's magnets.
Yeah, and Joel has to call off his last 68, but bad news when he sees the ace and no help on the turn or river. So
a king or
another 100 blinds for Danius.
Yeah, continuing to run pretty hot, and he's played well as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He's been
deserving and
driving the action pre-flop, making some good barrels. Played the ace-10 quite nicely, where he got his opponent to bluff it off with the missed straight draw. So it's been a strong showing from the Lithuanian. Definitely has felt like a cut above the rest of the table in run good and play. So
yeah, exactly. Good players are fortunate, like, or what do you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't say with myself, but
you're the exception of that rule.
But
yeah, it'll come back to you.
It will come back. It always goes in waves in this game.
Yeah, that's the way it is. And hopefully now with your Also, the challenge that you have, you will get it back and give some to
some charity.
Yeah,
some good benefactors from the game of poker.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So a couple more hands left. We've played 37.
Yeah.
And winding things down here.
Yeah, but they're happy, all of them. Maybe Danius has promised them to go with the champagne round after this one or something.
Maybe it's the karaoke bar. He's picking up the tab.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, Ylva has been singing all night long, so why not take her to the karaoke bar as well to
absolutely
have some more. Well, see now then. Can have some more action the last few hands of the night on the stream, as Danius of course is in. It's Tashin who's his opponent.
And pretty good flop for Tashin. He's got an open-ender, backdoor flush draw. Danius is in there with double backdoor flush draw and a pair, so...
I mean, this is where you can see, for those of you not too familiar with the Omaha format, you can see that Danius, he has a pair with the 3, and Tashin actually doesn't have any pair, but he's the huge favorite with all the overcards and straight draws and stuff like that. So
and the playability.
Yeah. So now the graphics disappeared for a little while, but we have a 4 on the turn. Yeah. So that does not help Tashin.
Can he find another bet here versus the straddle, who is going to have some trap straights, some 4-5, definitely some 8-5 as well would continue. So it's, you know, not turning a flush draw either. The heart is a pretty tricky card for him to find another bet. And Danius actually goes ahead and leads the turn. I like this play. Definitely going to have the stronger improvements here and can get maybe some hands like this exactly to fold. So nicely
crushing
done.
it.
Yep. Good lead, good play. And was, in fact, thin value betting with the bottom pair.
Yeah, nice one. Extracting value.
Yeah, from the straight draw. So, does get a load of overcards and an open-ender to fold. Great result.
Yeah, and soon we will not be able to see him behind all those chips.
No, it's forming a tower there, that's for sure.
Now then, can you hear this? Listen, George. Ylva is quiet.
Silence.
What's happening?
Wow.
Did she fall off her chair? No, she's still there.
Yeah. Gane Laros TV joining us saying, what do you mean by the Cash Game Challenge? So you must be new to the stream. So the Cash Game Challenge runs throughout the week. It's the most amount of big blinds won in a singular session is going to win themselves a patented festival caricature, so their own kind of personalized artwork, alongside the free package for one of the future festival stops, and the value of that is around 2,000 euros. So gets yourself accommodation and a buy into the main event, I think. Maybe a buy into the Cash Game Challenge again, if that's what you prefer.
Yeah, and also the hospitality package.
Hospitality package.
Go to all nice dinners and stuff.
Yep,
and
spill some beer on the cloth in the snooker hall, maybe.
Oh, why not?
Some carnage
rumors
going on
are reaching us, yeah. But there's no cap in the buy-in, so you can sit down with as much as you want, but of course the winnings are counted off. I mean, the buy-in that you start with, then you go from there, and we count the winnings in number of blinds won during these 2-hour sessions. So it's not you don't have any help of going with a big buy-in, except of course that you can cover all the other players at the table. It's always nice to have a big stack playing Cash Game. So, and Danius of course has started with the biggest stack. He's in for 2,100 from the start, but now he's more than double that sum, and he's in the lead right now, the leaderboard in this Cash Game Challenge, but plenty of more sessions to come during the week. So
another tough spot for Tarzan here, who's bet his top pair. He's got a double backdoor flush draw, and he's been raised by Omar with 2 pair here. So is he going to elect to stick the money in? The hands he's worried about, 7s and 4s. A7 he's going to have decent equity against with the double backdoor flush draw. Obviously the queen to the nuts essentially. Going to be very unlikely to be up against aces considering the pre-flop action. So is going to continue looking for a spade, a heart, a queen, or a jack. As a spade, so it's not going to be getting away from this one.
No.
Rest of the money is going to be going in from Omar, 64 back, and we're going to be almost flipping here. As Tarzan will be looking for a jack, a queen, or a spade.
Yeah, so 368 in the middle.
And
We'll
it's
pick them
5,
down.
so
No,
another
look at
break
this
for
one.
Taz in there as the
Yeah.
3 pair holds up for Omar.
He's been unlucky, Tashin.
It's the free drink and the hospitality they want. Well, it depends on how well hydrated you like to stay, but some people were definitely getting their money's worth.
Yeah, in the hospitality.
Saw a little
yeah.
bit of stumbling around earlier, didn't we?
Some rumors have reached us as well from the hospitality. They've been out to both playing pool and dinners tonight. So yeah, there's a lot of action going on outside the casino as well.
Absolutely.
And so the festival series not only about poker and casinos, we also treat our players a lot outside the casinos, a lot of events for the hospitality package holders.
Yep.
So
To be expected here at the festival. It's very much a sort of friends and family orientated stop, and I think that's why you do see a lot of the same faces showing up. Lots of guys that are on the outer tables that maybe don't play the streams, but just come to every stop, play all the tournaments, play all the outer tables.
yeah.
It's a really great community feel.
And
to it.
actually, we were talking with and about Frogner Frue in the chat earlier, and tomorrow's hospitality is something that you would want to be a part of. I'm not sure if you're going to make it on time, but tomorrow is actually gaming, and that meaning going to an internet cafe, doing some old school gaming.
Tetris and all that kind of thing.
Since Frankie is involved, it's probably not going to be this new things as Counter-Strike, because Frankie doesn't know what that is.
No, he's
so it's probably going to look for
he's
looking for the the 8-bit Nintendo stuff, Ice Climber or something,
ping pong or whatever, just the floating.
That old
thing.
some old track and field where you can destroy your fingers.
Yeah,
we'll
so
see.
What time's that?
I think it's at 11:30. So
AM.
So
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're talking AM.
Yeah. Wow.
So
AM, does that exist at the festival? I thought it was only 12 till 6, and then everyone's kind of hibernating.
Yeah.
But no, so bright and early for some gaming. I think I'll head along to that one.
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's close by. Yeah, I'm going to. So we'll go in, and so we have something to talk about in the stream tomorrow. To give you all the inside info, since we've been hearing that there's so much action on these hospitality things. Nice flop for Joel here now.
Yep.
Labeled as Stewart in seat number 9. Then
Open ender with the 7.
Yeah. Deuce bricking though on the turn.
Petrus and bottom 2 for Daniel, who's coming in loose from the small blind, and Petrus is ace-8 is going to hold up, but a rather tricky river card for him to navigate. I think Joel's going to have to bluff this hand, and I don't think the 10-7's going to be good there.
No,
wanting to represent the Jack 10-9, but does just take it to showdown and allows Petrus off. Would have been a tough call for him. Did block the Jack 10, but very difficult to consider what your opponent might be bluffing, which is why it's nice to turn some of those weaker 2 pairs into a bluff there when you've got the straight blocker.
Yeah.
But not to be in this instance.
Now then, one of the final hands of the night. I think maybe we have 3 or 4 more hands coming to you before these 2 hours are up. And the Cash Game Challenge session number 4 of the week is done. And looking to be Danish to be the big winner in seat number 2. Right now he's up over 1,000 big blinds. So we'll see. That might be a number that is good for the package win, but we know that for sure Frankie is going to chase that on Thursday when he's on the stream. And he might go one way or another. I think we're going to have a big winner on that stream. If it's going to be Frankie or someone else profiting.
Maybe Danius might be best to get in there just to kind of defend it.
Yeah.
Well, that's some interesting implications actually to the kind of style you play. If you've got someone like Frankie making a big lead, trying to chop him down a little bit, keep him honest. And Petrus does turn 2 pair here, so 62% versus a mystery hand.
Oh, how can we know?
That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
We've got some sort of range explorer.
Exactly. Chat GPT.
Yeah. The average PLO hand has 38% equity here.
Now he gets the check mark though. So someone knows something we don't.
Exactly.
And Daniel has checked it, so expecting Petrus to do have the best hand with the King 8.
I saw
he
a
does.
5 and some clubs maybe.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe a break flush draw.
Yeah. And now even Danius is alive and chatting. He's been rather quiet though, the big winner. So
he's got one hand on the personalized artwork.
Yeah, exactly.
So certainly reason for him to be. Jesus, what's going on
here?
Yeah,
now our technician Sten is tearing the place apart.
Joined by Indiana Jones coming out of the jungle.
All right then. Omar folding. You can see why. Joel though. One of the final chances for him to double up and try to get back to even, as he lost the buy-in the first hand he played, right?
Yep, absolutely. Can he claw back some of the earlier losses?
Yeah. And
Dan's in there. He's got jacks with a suit. Why not? Limping along. Danius is going to open it up on the button. Got the power of position and some decent connectivity. Single suited. Not typically a hand that you want to squeeze, but he's got the momentum in his sails. And Dan flops the absolute joint. Top boat. How about that?
Nice
He's going to
one.
hopefully that someone.
But how is he going to
catches
get
up.
paid?
Yeah, the 9. No, it needs a 7 for Joel to hit.
Yeah,
a boat
that would
as
have
well.
been something, but yeah.
Ilva's got a straight draw. Joel is going to bet now.
Oh.
He's got a boat blocker.
Yeah, okay. I guess I have to call.
Oh, he's called. Okay.
Yeah, he's
I
just
thought he was
calling.
raising.
No.
That would be a disaster.
Yeah. Nope.
Want to allow your opponent to improve to a straight or some kind of flush. The ace on the river.
No,
Pretty
then
safe
Joel,
card.
are we bluffing it off? No.
No.
He's not saving some money as Daniel is trying to get some more, but quick fold from Joel there.
Yeah, he kind of goes for the one and done multi-way, blocks the pocket 9s, blocks jack 9, so yeah, not a bad option, and unfortunately does run into the undefeatable hand from Mr. Pilgrim there.
Yeah, but a nice hand for Daniel, either way. So, picks down some more blinds, but still stuck a little bit, but for this session. But
yeah, made a small profit earlier, I think.
Yeah, think so.
Closing in on the end of the stream, but we appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us for
Absolutely.
day 2 of the streams this
And
week.
the schedule for tomorrow, we're not quite sure when the stream is starting, actually. You have to keep an eye on our social for that, because we are streaming the Bratislava Deep Stack, I think, right?
Oh, the Bratislava Deep Stack,
yeah,
okay.
and I'm not sure exactly. They haven't decided exactly when the restart is for that one, so we
Okay.
have to come back to you with
The official
exact
restart is at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I imagine we might thin out the field a little bit before
Exactly,
we get to
yeah.
that.
So I think in the second break of that or something, depending on how many players we do have left, but we'll see. But of course, you will find. We'll be spamming you with information about that on all our socials. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. And I think tomorrow actually it will be George and Jacob in the
okay.
booth, because
Wow.
I am otherwise engaged. I
Ah.
will be doing some slots tournament among
Good
other
man.
things tomorrow. Because as we said, it's not only about poker here. We do have the roulette championship, we have slots tournaments, we have sportsbook tournament coming up,
Yep,
and
that's
the
always a fun one.
blackjack as well, of course.
Yep. So plenty of fun for all the family, really, and that's why it kind of encapsulates a community feel. Even if you don't play poker, there are plenty of kind of side games and fun little conquests that aren't going to break the bank. The buy-in for those slots and blackjack and roulette tournaments is quite modest, so it does allow you to have a bit of a fun gamble in a kind of tournament aspect without having to ring up the bank asking for a loan.
Yes. Oh, are we done for the night now then?
Looks like that could be it.
Yeah.
Everyone's slowing down a little bit. People are counting the chips. Danius there is...
He has a heck of a job counting all his chips.
Look at that tower he's formed there over this 2 plus our stream. So he's going to be the big winner from Lithuania. Over 1,000 big blinds. We'll get all of the confirmation on the numbers for you tomorrow.
No, actually, I'm a wizard. I have it for you right now.
Oh,
well, here we are in picture because we are the 30-minute delay. So I have actually for you some information. The number of big blinds won by Danish in this session is 1,068. 1,068 big blinds.
1,068.
That's a lot. That's a lot, guys.
A hell of a run, and that's going to be maybe in Franke's sights throughout the rest of the
something
week.
for Frankie to chase on Thursday when he's playing. The Cash Game Challenge will continue every day during the festival, so if you want to be a part, just make sure you hit the floorman up in the Cash Game area and ask when the next session is. But there will be 2 sessions tomorrow. I think it's 2-2 tomorrow as well. Then on Thursday we have a 5-5 game coming up then.
And some 10-10 action on Saturday, I think, as well. So plenty to look forward to. We'll be back tomorrow for the Bratislava Deep Stack, amongst other things, and we will see you then. Good night from us here at the festival on day 2.
Thank you for joining us. See you guys. Good night.